Time to sit back, get comfortable, and fill your wine glass. You don't drink wine? Well, neither did I, until I came across Winc.com. After answering 6 simple questions, they did the work of selecting from hundreds of wines to find the 4 bottles that resonated with my taste buds. The best part, these custom order boxes of wine are delivered right to your doorstep at no extra cost. I know, right? You don't even have to put jeans on. For me, Winc is the absolute best, so I just couldn't wait to share it with you. Use the link provided in the description to get $22 off your first order. My gift to you. Seriously, let's all just stay home, drink wine, and enjoy this episode.
Hey yo, who gave this girl a mic?
Hello, and welcome to an all-new episode of Who Gave This Girl a Mic, hosted by yours truly, Melissa. Happy Wednesday, happy hump day. I hope everybody had a good weekend and is having an even better week. It is a new episode. I'm joined by none other than my siblings. If you're new here, every 4th episode I like to do alongside my siblings. I'm the youngest of 4. Then we have Martin.
Hello.
Mario.
Hello.
And Melina.
Hi.
Your voice is so soft. All right. So, you guys, thank you for coming. And let's get started.
All right.
Let's do it.
How are you guys doing?
Pretty good. I've been congested forever now.
A
So.
little nasally.
For 2024, right?
I think last episode I was stuffy too.
You were.
You
yeah.
were? You were sick?
Oh my God.
So that sucks. So sorry I can't provide a good quality voice.
I know it is our first time recording with the studio all done up. I know when you guys came last time, it was under construction, and now we're all here. We all got our spaces. We all got our mics hanging out. So let's cheers to that.
Cheers.
Clink. Okay.
Clink.
Now I'm too far.
Yeah, we're a little spaced out.
Are we used to the table?
Yeah.
Oh, this looks really nice, Tita.
Thank you. So
Is that a real plant?
it is not a real plant. No, it's a ficus.
Okay.
Is
Is it a ficus or a facus?
I was
That's
gonna
a
say
good one.
Ficus is real anyways, but it's just
what I meant to say, it's a fake ficus.
okay.
Facus.
It's a ficus.
I like it.
So like you guys know, I like to start each episode with the quote of the day. This time around, le toca a Mario. So go ahead, take it from here, Mario.
All right. So what I came up with is... where's that?
Did you come up with it or did you look it up?
Oh, what I found and I
Okay.
liked. Actually, I saw this a while back.
One thing about Street Wasanga is we will fact check
Yeah.
each other. Bad.
Yeah. It's well done is better than well said.
Well, like it.
We're not talking about steak either. It shouldn't be well done anyways.
Yeah.
You can go deep. Well done is better than well said.
It's kind of like actions speak louder than words.
Pretty much, there's different variations of that quote, I guess. But I think we're all guilty of that because we say, "Oh, I want to do this, I want to do that," but when you do it, when you put that action into place or that plan into action,
Very true.
I like it.
that's attributed to Mr. Ben Franklin,
Is it Ben Franklin?
Benjamin Franklin, supposedly attributed to him.
Did you pick it because it's, it was the beginning of the year and I don't know. You're reflecting on something that needs to be done.
Yeah, I got a few things I want to do, and it's just
It hasn't.
before you know it, months go by, and you're like, "Fuck, I
March.
haven't done that shit."
Okay.
Yeah, so.
I like that you mentioned that too because it is March. We're nearing the end of the first quarter of the year, and I for listeners, if you're right now thinking like, "Damn, we're already into March, April. There's no point in like starting my goals or New Year's resolution or anything like that." Like you still have way more than half the year still to get shit done. Like there's still 9 months left of the year, and you're gonna be happy to do anything instead of just like nothing, So
That's a good quote.
I really like that quote too. I see it too. Also, like when he said it, my first thought was as a leader. Like if you're a leader, you can have all this inspiring words and to say to people and everything, but if you're not leading by example and you're not the one that's also like you don't have your shit together, then it's like it doesn't really mean anything, you know?
You're not doing. What is it? What is it? What was it?
Well done is better than well said.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not doing well done. You're just saying, I don't know.
Doing is better than saying it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I like it. You don't like it?
As the idea guy, I think it's better well said because you put that idea into somebody.
Yeah.
So you motivate. Without you, they wouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
But I
If they're
think
a
it's
leader.
but I think it's for like your own personal like.
I took it as a personal thing. I'm like, yeah, you got to do this shit. Like, put
You
it
took it as-
in writing and do it.
We took it as, God damn, that guy's,
Yeah, damn, Benjamin.
he's,
You called yourself
Or-
out, which is also important to do.
or, this is my other thing, I'm sorry to cut you off. Maybe you did your taxes and you got a bunch of money and you saw hundreds. And I'm like, hey,
I
Benjamin.
haven't done them yet. I didn't, but-
That's,
yeah.
We did them already.
we haven't done them
Yeah,
yet.
Lino's super quick with that. Oh my god, it's bothering me the second week of January.
We have an appointment on Monday to do them. The guy's coming here, yeah. So that'll be.
Do you know a tech
That'd
guy?
be
A good guy?
Yeah. We did him with him last year, and he comes to the house and stuff. It's really cool. In tax services. Cool little plug. He's an older guy. He's really sweet and stuff. And we got referred to him by one of Edgar's coworkers, so who's been using him. And, I mean, we like them.
I'm
so-
usually good about that. Do you do them like end of January as soon as they
Nah.
get that W-2, like within 2 weeks, like put this kid. But
Yeah, I was gonna
this
say,
year I'm
like-
like, I'll call it. I never do.
It's because they usually get booked, right? If you
I'm
have
really good
Mario,
at doing
well
them.
done is better than well said. He's like, I'll do it.
Yeah.
I'm really good usually about doing them in October or something. Just because
You're always requesting extensions.
You
now.
have done that, huh?
Yeah.
Fucking Martin has done that.
I'm like,
I don't know
oh,
why. Like, why?
I saw on TikTok.
Because he's the idea guy.
Yeah, it'll get done.
Like,
No, I saw on TikTok that there's this person that said that they've never done their taxes and they never will because once you're in the system, they know to track you. So this person, I guess, has gone 25 years or something without filing taxes.
It's on
And-
TikTok?
Yeah, but this guy on TikTok was talking about this other guy.
Oh.
Does it get paid under the table?
I don't know. I didn't look into it, but he pretty much said like ever since he started working, he's never filed because he doesn't want to be in the IRS system or whatever. And if you never get on the system, they never know to follow up with you. Like once you file, they track you or whatever. But I don't know anything about that. But that guy
I find that hard to believe.
That guy's been doing it for 25 years.
He's
Because
got to be
they would
getting
garnish
paid.
your wages.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's
Well,
got
I
to
mean,
get paid under the
huh?
table.
Well, I mean, if he never files them, I mean, he could just not be getting any money back. I don't
But
know.
still, the government knows who's filed and who hasn't.
Well, I don't know. That's what, I'm just saying. That's what I saw on TikTok. I didn't look into it.
Speaking of that,
I was just like, oh, okay.
I don't know where I
that's
saw
Don't
it.
believe
Next.
me.
I don't know where I saw it, but it said the IRS has like 93,000 employees,
93,000?
supposedly, or 193 or 93,000, whatever number. And it says if we all gang up, we can take them. We all gang up together, we can take them. It's only 93,000.
Or those freaking reports where they keep like failing their audits? Is it the IRS or
They keep failing their own audit.
yeah, like the Department of like what is it? The Treasury or something? No. It's the Pentagon. I'm sorry.
Okay.
That they keep failing like their audit for like the money, like where the money's going and stuff, and everyone's like, then why the fuck are we paying?
Oh,
Are they
because
on
I think the article you were talking about is that they were missing like 90 something million or something.
unaccounted for?
Unaccounted for, yeah.
And it's like
That's easy though to explain. It goes somewhere that nobody can know because it's top secret shit, and
Yeah,
they're just like it's
okay.
better. It just went missing.
It went to the aliens.
Yeah.
I saw that too. It's like, why is the IRS on my ass about owing them, like $2,000 when they have like 90 million unaccounted for from its own government?
yeah.
Like, get off my ass. Yeah.
Like you got issues at home to deal with first
Yeah.
before
Yeah.
you come after me.
Yeah. something
We're like
that.
trillions in debt.
Yeah, exactly.
Supposedly we've printed more money in the last I don't know how many years, like the last
Probably
5
decade.
years than we've had in like the whole freaking
the history of the U.S.
century or whatever.
Oh my god.
That's hilarious.
But then we're gonna get into political stuff, so it's not a political show.
It's just not a political show.
It's
yeah.
everything. You say
It's a
doesn't
little
it
bit of
encompass
everything, yeah.
everything?
What, you know, earlier when we said about leader and motivating or whatever, Martin,
Yeah.
Martin gave me like a stack of cards.
Uh-huh.
It says like "Good job," "High five." I give those shit out at work. I still have some.
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
People like them.
I would
Like when they
love
do,
that.
yeah, they're like little business cards, but they're like all bright and colorful. It says "Good job" or "High five."
So I have these sticky notes that I got at a conference with Sean a while back, and I still have some. They're like post-it, but it says on the top, "Today I am grateful for." And I don't know why I like them so much because I'll just write. I won't give them to no one because I'm just
You
here
just-
for
It's just
myself.
yourself. You're grateful for myself.
But little things like that, like they make a big difference. Giving someone something.
Yeah,
that
it catches them off guard and it's
Yeah,
funny.
I gave one to this guy that missed the deadline.
You said good job.
Oh my
And
god,
what they say.
They got mad.
That's funny.
that is hilarious.
You guys want to hear something funny?
What happened?
Just because, you know, it was just recently daylight savings time.
Oh, yeah.
Today, right?
Yesterday.
It started yesterday, I think, or whatever, supposedly.
Sunday. Mm-hmm.
This guy called in saying he was going to be late because of daylight savings, and I'm like,
We don't.
we don't
We
fucking
don't-
celebrate.
we don't
observe it.
Like
Like,
that
we
doesn't
don't-
affect
and he's
us.
been, yeah, and it's not like he's just moved to Arizona.
Oh
I'm like,
my
What
God.
a dummy.
I'm like,
and
you
what
gotta-
did you tell him?
and I heard his boss telling, you know, some other guy. Then I went to the other guy. I'm like, did he just say that? Well, I'm like, what was he saying about daylight savings? Oh, you know, so and so is gonna be late because he didn't realize daylight savings and stuff or whatever. I'm like, because I don't know now if it's
We're 1 hour.
oh yeah, I don't know if it's backwards or forward. I think it's forward now. No,
I think
So
with
we're-
Lexi now she's 3 hours ahead of us instead of
And we're
2.
like in California time, I think.
something like that. But I'm like, first of all, we never change. So
No.
of all the excuses this guy can bring, 'cause
I know it screwed me over today because I usually have a meeting that started at 8 and it started at 7 this morning. Man, was that hard? It was a little hard to join, and I'm like, but I can't complain either because then by 2:00, then my Outlook is quiet because everyone's logged off.
Yeah.
Like,
I have a question for you
on
guys.
the East Coast, yeah.
Do you guys have what's the weirdest reason or excuse to call in? Have you guys heard
That I've heard or that
Yeah,
I've
you-
said? Because
or
that's
that's someone we know.
that you guys know or that you've
Someone
seen
at
it, or
work?
maybe yeah, maybe you've used Melina?
I'm trying to think. That's a
Nothing like I use pretty realistic stuff,
Oh, shit.
you know,
Like stuff that can actually happen to me.
Yeah,
So you've called in when it hasn't been true.
bullshit. Yeah, I mean,
who
I think
hasn't,
we
right?
all have. No, well, Mario, I can't see Mario's doing that because Mario likes.
We
to
believe
have,
in karma, Melina.
Mario likes to have like 500 PTO hours.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
we've
That's true.
established this, how much it upsets us that he
Well,
does
that's
not use
sick
the-
time. Vacation and or sick time is
Oh.
different.
Okay, rub it in that you got 2 loads.
No,
of-
I'm just saying that PTO and sick
He's like,
time.
well, I wasn't sick.
I've
Make sure you get it from the PTO.
'Cause that
file,
one's
not
actually
the
pretty
sick.
funny.
I'm not sick. It's PTO.
I'm not lying. I've used Lunito now a lot.
Don't use them. Don't
I
use them.
have. Like, I don't have a babysitter when clearly he's like,
No, but-
at mom's or something.
But I think that's allowed. Like your sick time, if you have to take
Yeah.
care of a sick child or take him, that's
Yeah.
allowable.
No, yeah.
So
But you don't want that karma though.
I'm not doing it with like maliciously, I just I don't want to join this meeting.
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think really hard
I'm just
about
kidding.
that one time we celebrated St. Patrick's Day in Tempe and Mill Ave. We were like 21, 22. And I used a really stupid excuse that time to not go into work for Howard.
Oh.
But I can't remember what it was.
Does Howard listen to this?
I don't know. But I mean, it was 10 years ago. So.
Well, let me. I want to hear what you guys.
Well, no,
hear,
because
yeah.
of that one. But
No, that was
Mario's,
a dumb one.
that was a really good one. 'Cause the balls.
because I'm like, does this guy even think it's twice? Like we don't observe it. We don't do anything. Like
Can
come
I
on,
just
guy.
say my favorite Mario work story for someone calling in is his coworker one time told Mario, "Hey, I can't come in. I had a little flat tire or a little problem with my tire." He sends a picture. That shit was down to the rim.
They didn't have a tire. I remember.
Mario was like, "What the?
He had a
fuck?
flat tire, and I was like, dude, what the?
That is not a
That
flat.
ain't flat tire, dude. Pobrecito, yeah.
Like his whole tire, fucking se peló, and it was down to the rim. And Mario couldn't stop laughing. He's like, he really said, I had a little problem. Like it's flat."
Well, this other guy, he's long gone. He got fired, but
Oh, I thought you meant he was dead.
I know.
I was like, damn, it's getting deep.
Karma got him.
Oh my god.
no, he sent me a text, a picture. It was like Sunday, like at 10 o'clock at night. saying he wasn't gonna come in the next day porque he had a nail in his tire, and because he was from Yuma and he would go to Yuma every once in a while, and it was too late to go to a tire shop or something like that. And he sent me a picture of the tire, but it literally looked like un tornillo or something, like barely put inside between the ridges.
Like he put it there.
Yeah, like it wasn't even inside. And I was like, whatever, man. First of all,
you don't have to send the picture.
yeah, but he sent it, and then I'm like, I kind of thought about it because I was like, first of all, what are you doing in Yuma at 10 o'clock? You know you got to work the next day. But then how many times do we come back from Hermosillo?
And I said, that's not personal time.
Exactly. So I'm like, all right, whatever. Yeah, I do that all the time. We get here. We get here all late, like from Hermosillo, like 1 or 2 in the morning sometimes, and still go to work. But yeah, he said that the picture, you can tell it was he like just placed the little tornillo there. So
one of my coworkers, I won't say his name, but
Yeah, you shouldn't.
yeah, no, I won't say his name. And he doesn't listen to the podcast, but
was there only one guy?
No. There's quite a few, but I went into the office and he said that he had texted Sean and told him he couldn't because he caught on fire. And we were like, what the hell?
Caught on fire.
Okay, we just were like, okay, whatever, it's fine. And he shows up at like 11 a.m. I mean, mind you, they go in at 9, so it was like a few hours later. And yeah, no kidding, he's on the webcam when we're there, and he shows us, and he had burned, like, he had one of those oil lamps.
Oh.
And llegó el señor del gas and got him like the gas thing in his room, or I don't know exactly how it happened, but he put the thing in his room, the gas and the helium thing or whatever in his room, and it was a little open, and he tried to turn on the gas.
Like a propane thing?
Like, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And this is Mexico, right? So I don't know where he positioned it that was near him, and the gas lamp he tried to turn it on, and it exploded, and I guess the window in he sent pictures, the window in his bedroom like shot out. That's how bad the little explosion was. Well, he was in the room and he got on fire and he scared the hell out of his baby mama who was pregnant. They went to the hospital. Dude, he had ampollas, everything in his arm. And then he still came back and logged into work. What are you doing? He's like, I'm okay, guys. I'm okay. But I got on fire. We were like, oh my God.
I hope he got a raise.
We
He deserves a raise.
Dude, we were like, oh my God. And after that, I think Sean would just joke around with them, like, hey, be careful with that lamp, or be careful with, like, little things like that. And we're like, dude. But that was intense.
He's an explosive worker.
But I mean, that's not a dumb excuse. Martí was asking for the dumbest excuse. Right?
No, just
but
that's crazy, though.
Off the wall,
I mean, that's crazy too.
that is a crazy
I mean,
one.
Ingrid, when she first started, she jokes about it all the time. Now, she first started, it was her first day, second day, third day, she does no call, no show. And I told Sean, hey, is Ingrid coming in? She hasn't logged in and I'm trying to train her. He's like, oh, I haven't heard from her. And I'm like, are you serious? Like, we really, like, she just gave up on us. Like, oh my God, that's so unprofessional. And I go, it's 1 p.m. And I'm like, Sean, have you really not heard from her? Like, because she still hasn't logged on and stuff. And he's all like, no. And then like 3 p.m. and I'm like, so what's going to happen? Are we going to, because at that point it was just me working, so I was really excited that we had someone else helping me. And it's like 3 p.m. and I tell him, I'm like, Sean, so it's almost the end of the day. What are we going to do? But Ingrid, like, is she going to stay, or have you even tried to get a hold of her? Oh, no, she called me. Her dad died. I was like, what? And he was like, yeah, I forgot to tell you. Yeah, I'm like, oh my God. Dude, I was like, okay, did you tell her she's coming back, like she's taking the rest of the week and stuff? He's like, I'm not sure. I was like, oh my God. Nope, she was in the next day. And then when I saw she logged in, I'm obviously my condolences and everything. And I'm like, are you sure you want to work? You don't want to take like a few days and stuff? She's like, no, I need my mind to,
clear.
Yeah, to clear. Yeah. She's like, I took yesterday, like her dad lived somewhere else, like in a different like state and stuff. She's like, I just needed yesterday, but I'm okay. And let's not talk about it because I just let's keep training and stuff. And now that we joke around about it, I'm like, dude, I was talking mad shit. I was like, this girl really just not gonna show up and not even let us know and this and that. And she's all, meanwhile, no sabías que andaba yo de luto. And I was like,
I know.
I was like, how inconsiderate of Sean. Like, she'd let Sean know and he didn't tell me. Or like, he didn't let me know. So I'm still like, dude, what the fuck is up with this girl? Like, So funny. But she has like really dark humor now because I'll say something about like, oh, we celebrated my dad or something. She's like, oh, must be nice to have one. And I'm like, Ingrid. And she's like, I'm kidding, you guys. Yeah.
She's one of those.
She's like, if someone says something about I'm not cool with my dad. Like if Roy says that, she's like, well, at least you have one. And like we're like, dude, come on. Like she's at that point now where she just makes everyone just like feel bad. Like, oh shit.
It's funny because you can't say anything back.
Yeah,
No, you really can't.
That's what I'm saying, because you can't say anything back.
Not to come back to yours, Mario, but the guy that was late,
Today?
was he late 2 hours? Because that would have been hilarious. He's like, I thought we were on Eastern time, guys.
I'm not sure exactly what time you rolled in, to be
Because
honest.
that would have been hilarious.
But I just heard it and I was like, did I just hear what I just,
Yeah.
they didn't really say that? And then,
I had one
That's hilarious.
where it was funny because she set it up. It's kind of like we kind of knew that she was going to come in the next day. And we were like, no, this girl's not going to come in. She's already struggling to keep up the pace because we were busy. And then the next day she didn't show up and my manager was like, look, I got a message at 10, at 12, at 2, basically saying that she said she went to eat and then she had a good night, but she ate suspect food and then she wasn't feeling well. And then her dog might have eaten something and she wasn't feeling good either.
She was setting the
and then the next day she's like,
foundation.
And I'm like, you have to give her credit. She woke up every 2 hours to call you. I'm like,
are you sure though? What if that was true?
no, the whole thing was later on. She was fine, but her dog might have eaten something. And the vet said, just keep an eye on him. But she took it literal, like I need to keep an eye on this dog the whole day.
But
So-
that's not like that. That's a real excuse, though. No, it's just funny because you
We
like,
kind of knew that was going to happen. So we,
You kind of know the people. I
yeah.
guess.
Have you guys seen those videos?
We
It's
place
like-
bets on, oh, this guy's not coming in tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because we know habits.
It was basically that.
We know
yeah.
habits.
Yeah, have you guys seen that video? It's like when you're telling everyone, bye, see you tomorrow, and you know you're going to call in tomorrow.
Yeah.
Bye, guys, see you tomorrow.
yeah.
You mean next week?
Well, it's kind of funny. Remember when our neighbor's house kind of caught fire?
Neighbors. Oh,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Well, I went in late the next day because shit. I don't know what time we went to sleep, so I was like, "Hey, I'm gonna be late." And then when I got there, I told my boss, "He's like, yeah, I saw you in the morning news." I was getting ready, and I was like, "Is that Mario?" Because it came out in the news.
Yeah, we did. We did.
That's hilarious.
I still have the article link in my email. Like,
were you like that one? Remember that one video on the Instagram that was like the girl was like she's running out of her apartment and she's getting her shoes. Like I don't know. It's just hilarious. It's just a hilarious interview.
You got no time for that?
Yeah,
That
yeah.
was-
Anybody got time
the
for that?
bronchitis, right?
I
got the bronchitis.
That was Mario on the news.
no, well, you see me in the background. I'm wearing Dad's jacket, big old jacket, and I'm in shorts. And you can see Dad in the back with a pinche cobija wrapped up in a big old cobija, just being Dad, like snooping around.
That was wild.
But
Yeah, that was great.
but my boss was like, "Oh yeah, I saw you in the news." I was like, "Oh, is that Mario?"
That's gonna be 9 years ago. It was back in 15.
That's so funny.
2015?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah. So
Oh my
It was,
gosh, I remember that night.
it's crazy. I was
So
about
they
to
watch
Sad.
the news in the morning?
Yeah, it's like early, like the
Like
5
when they're
o'clock,
getting-
the
like
5
when they're
o'clock,
getting
6 o'clock
Yeah,
morning
I haven't
news.
heard of. I haven't seen anyone do that. I don't do you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
we
guys,
watch
like
the
people
You
legit
guys turn
still
the
watch.
news on when you
It's just background noise.
You guys do still?
Sometimes I do, yeah.
Okay.
I don't.
I don't. But,
I just scroll through TikTok and no, Lino does play the daily one. The what is it? Daily news or on
Blanca
Spotify?
used to-
The New
It used to be
York
good for
Times?
traffic before phones were like
Yeah.
good.
Blanca
with
would do the weather one.
the weather. Oh,
So
okay.
she would.
She wants to know if it's sweater, weather.
Yes.
No, I'll ask Alexa what's the dog breed of the day. And that's like the only thing that's playing. Like it'll tell me today the dog breed is a boxer. Boxers originated from, and it gives you like the whole thing.
How many different dog breeds are there?
A grip.
Like
It's a lot.
like a year's worth?
I haven't done. I just started it like
We're in
a couple
March,
months
Mario.
back.
No. Is there 365 different? So you
Dog
can actually
breeds?
do it a different
Yeah.
one a day.
Every
Like
day.
that's
I
what
mean,
I'm
if
asking.
it's a feature on Alexa, it might just repeat. You know,
Yeah.
but
You
I
know
haven't
what?
gotten to where it repeats. But I mean, I got really excited when it was the boxer one, and really excited when it was the King Corso one. And it's funny. I told Mom, you should ask Alexa what the dog breed of the day is, but Mom doesn't care.
but they should give you the same one. No?
But
What do you mean?
If
Like-
it's that day one,
You would, yeah. I don't know.
Well, I mean,
it's just random.
No, if it's dog days, it's probably a week.
Oh, yeah, every 7 days.
Like in dog year.
Yeah.
Let's see.
That's like my daily news, I guess. But I know Mom used to play Alexa, right? Or was it you guys that were? No, I think you used to do it at your studio when you lived downtown, and they would tell you like the weather, how the day's going, how the traffic or stuff like that, or no?
I think we would say, "Hey Google, good morning."
Yeah.
And then the Papi Chulo, because that's how Leno named it.
Chulo,
Yeah, Papi Chulo.
puppy chulo.
So,
course it did.
Because I think Alexa does stuff like that,
Google
no?
would say, "Good
Yeah.
morning,
You-
Papi Chulo," and then
Alexa will give you some
giving us-
facts, some random facts. También.
Yeah, we don't have that though, because
Like
never set it up.
what are good excuses to not go to work? Like this girl was having car trouble, so she missed like 2 days or whatever, and then she was saying, it's gonna be like 2 weeks before I can get my car fixed or whatever, so I'm not gonna go in for 2 weeks. So
That's
I was-
fine.
There's no.
You
Uber?
think that's
No,
good?
it's not.
Oh, that's
But,
what
I
I'm
mean,
saying. I was like, yeah,
Are
you
you
gotta
her
talk
boss?
to huh?
Are you her boss?
I was in her direct boss. I was like her supervisor. So I told my boss, and he's like, "Yeah, let me talk to her. 'Cause, like, you
There's-
have to come.
That's
in.
not gonna slide.
That's not our problem. You
Yeah.
need to find transportation."
You can.
Sure enough, she was there the next day.
Get huevos. Like my
find
car's
out.
not working. so-
And she also tried to say that because she needed to babysit her best friend's cat or whatever or something like that.
how do
Yeah.
cats live in their own world? They don't need a babysitter.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, okay.
I'm a firm believer that sometimes you just need a mental day where you're just
Yeah.
not feeling it today. You just
But you can
because you're
say
not gonna
that
be productive.
now.
Yeah,
You can say that now. Like I need a mental health day.
but don't say it to dad because dad will
the-
get mad.
The younger generation says they definitely take days, like mental days.
So when we were at the dealership, it took forever to print out the paperwork. Like we were there 7 hours at the dealership.
I can't believe this site took that long.
Yeah. And we were ready to like purchase around 5, 6. And then it was just family at different stations. And they're like, we only have one girl doing the processing. And he was like, and the guy was like, comes up to us.
On a Friday?
Yeah, and it rained Thursday. And he's like, I'm pretty sure it's the crowd that couldn't come in yesterday that's here today also.
Probably all the banks or just their after hours también,
But
departments.
But Edgar's like, no problem, man. It's fine. We get it. When you're short staffed, he's like, the thing is, we had someone else that started that helped, and we got a really busy day, and like, she got overwhelmed. And after that one busy day, she just never showed up again. And I was like, that is the problem. Like, I'm like younger. He's like, yeah. He's like younger generations. They don't want to be in stressful situations. So they're like, I'm not dealing with that. And I was like, dude, we have turnover like that at my job too, for the same reason. Like people just don't want to give it a chance. I'm like, I'm not saying stay at a job that you're unhappy with and miserable, but you have to build up your resume and build up experience and build up, and I feel like younger kids now are just like, easy come, easy go, easy come, easy go. Like Edgar had this 17-year-old kid who had already had like freaking like 6 jobs within like the last 3 years.
Oh.
Just because he didn't
6
like
months.
it. Yeah.
I mean, that used to be Daniel.
Oh,
Call him out.
then you would collect W-2s.
Yeah, he would get a show of W-2s.
For 1 year.
Yeah, for real.
I remember he worked at Subway for 3
feel
days
like-
until he got himself.
Oh.
Yeah.
Se cortó el dedo and it's like,
He's
I'm
like,
out.
I'm out.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's funny.
So, I mean, if she felt the pressure, she felt the pressure. But also, I could see salesmen, hey, hurry up, or else someone loses a sale, like putting pressure on them. Like salesmen, you know how salespeople are.
Well, I feel like at the because what we were waiting on was when we said, yes, we're down, like, let's do it. And they're like, okay, well, we're just going to get the paperwork printed and then you're good. So that's after they did the loan, they got approved and everything, So I don't see people wanting to leave or them telling them like, we're going to lose these people or whatever. It's, especially if you tell people like, oh, it's coming. But maybe.
Or you could be like, all right, print it out. I'll come back tomorrow and sign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
También,
Done
yeah.
that.
We were very understanding. We're like, it's fine. He's like, yeah, dude. He's like, it just sucks because we did hire another girl, but after one really stressful day, like where we were busy, she just said, I'm out. She quit.
Maybe this just wasn't for her. Too.
Yeah.
Like,
You
I don't know.
realize it.
I could never see myself in sales. I would suck at it. No. I don't like the pressure. I wouldn't,
You don't like the car? Yeah, I don't like it either.
I will see you later.
what does this do? I'm not sure. I don't know.
No, it's not. I wouldn't know the product. I mean, obviously, if you're gonna be
Just you
selling
don't wanna
it,
mess-
You have to know
screw
it,
somebody over?
But it's just it's just me. I'm like, you know what? If you don't want to buy it, don't buy it. I'm not here to convince you to buy anything.
I've told that girl that too. If someone were to tell me like I'm not interested, I'd be like, oh, sorry for wasting your time. Go ahead. Like,
It's just not in me. You know.
You sound like the well, you know, like the joke of the guy que va al baile. And he's like, ¿Quieres bailar? No. ¿Para qué chingado vienes?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
that.
pretty much. It's like, you're here to, because you want to be here. I'm not,
Why are you here?
but I'm not here to convince you.
I didn't call you. You came to me.
Yeah.
didn't you guys have a friend that would told girls off like that?
Yeah.
It was Daniel, wasn't it? Yeah. I think we mentioned.
We weren't gonna say his name, but yeah.
No, I think we mentioned it before. That's
Yeah.
why I think that's been brought up too. It's like, if you're not gonna be here to dance, then why are you coming? Yeah. No, it's just.
He has a point.
But there's people that are great at it, and like I'm like, oh my gosh, you kind of got in my head. I'm the easy one to convince. Like, oh yeah, we should get this or whatever. But
Make a great point.
no, actually,
It's only 3,000 payments.
no, actually, no, I'm not. I take it back. Lino will consider every deal that people will throw at him. I'm more like, no, I don't want it. I'm not interested. I don't.
You're like, stop talking to me.
Stop talking to me. I'm not. Yeah, I don't like to go out there and like try to get new things like that because
I'll at least try to let the
Yeah.
person like finish what they're saying, and then I'm like, thank you, but I'm okay. Edgar be like, no, bro, I'm not interested, and just like I'm like, oh my god, that was me.
That's not me.
it's because if I talk to
That
them,
he says it's not.
it's
me.
because if I talk to them, they'll get me. That's why I don't.
Melina
wanna talk
doesn't
to
make
them.
eye contact. She's looking away.
You know, like the kiosk.
Go away,
and
go
stuff?
away, go away, go
I
away.
think I've said it one time at the kiosk, like at the malls. I let this girl freaking straighten my whole hair when I had a perm, and I didn't buy her freaking straightener.
When you had a perm?
Yeah, remember my curly?
You were
ass hair?
Cubana?
Yeah, it actually looked really nice. But why would you do that if you had a perm? Why would you let her do it?
Because she wanted to prove how great her product was, and
You're like, I got a perm
Wait,
because I
wait.
want curls.
Was it good?
it was.
Did you buy?
No, I said no. I did not buy. I told her, you know what? I'm not interested. I
You're all,
told her-
thank you. I'm going out tonight.
You're like, bitch, you owe
Thank
me
you,
some
thank you.
money.
And we were there forever because I have a lot of hair, and I feel bad. I wasted
So-
like 25 minutes of her time.
So when you were
Watch, he
sitting,
listens to this.
so when you were sitting there and she was straightening it, you kept thinking, I don't know how I'm gonna tell her I'm not getting this shit.
yeah.
And it's not, you can do it halfway because halfway's done, halfway's not.
But I told her straight up. I did. I'm like, I'm not interested in buying one. I'm okay. And she's like, well, let me just try this. I'm like, okay, try this little strand. And then she's like, just sit down, I'll do it. I've been bored all day. I haven't sold anything. You're fine. I'll just do it for fun or whatever.
Okay.
And so I'm like, she's just trying to use that as a sales pitch. Like, oh, I'm going to get you at the end probably. We should,
You know what? They did
felt
that to me
bad.
one time with the shoe cleaner.
They got me. They got
So-
me with the shoe cleaner. I did buy the shoe cleaner.
Did you? No,
Yeah.
they cleaned one. And I was like, oh, he's like, oh, it looks really nice. And I'm like, yeah, we'll clean the other one. And he cleaned the other one. And I'm like, all right, man, thank you. I'm good. I'm like, you're not going to leave me with one clean and one dirty.
Pues sí, también.
No, they
Those
got
are
me.
nice shoes you're wearing, by the way.
Thank you.
Martin's always styling with shoes.
I actually just bought. So remember I sent you guys an email or a link?
It was Adidas Day, no?
Yeah.
Or for Leap Day.
Yeah, for leap year, right?
Leap year.
I
leap year.
bought
Sleep day. Mhm.
I think 6 pairs of shoes and then 2 slides and socks and something else.
I forgot what it's like to just put on
So
yourself.
for leap year, do people celebrate the birthday the 28th or the 1st?
The first, I
The
think.
first, probably.
We were
'Cause they're-
talking about that.
28th,
yeah.
it's not your birthday, the 28th.
Neither is the 1st.
But it's the day after the 28th.
So you're already a year older.
I
by
feel
the
like
first.
the first would be your actual birthday.
Yeah.
Like it makes more sense.
It's
than
if you
20th.
think about it, it's the day after the 28th.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which is the first.
Think
or is
about
the
it,
29th?
it's the day before the 1st.
But a day before the first, you weren't born.
on
yet.
occasions though, but it's always the day after the 28th.
Yes.
So
Booyah.
The day before the 1st.
So
I
someone
don't-
who's
I get
turning,
that, you're right.
so someone
It's
who's
the same
turning
way.
48 is really has celebrated 12 birthdays.
Yes.
That's so cool.
That would be dope because you can throw a big ass party every year, every 4 years.
like,
I saw a girl, a mom that was born on leap year or leap day, gave birth to her daughter on leap day as well. Like,
Oh
what are
my
the-
God.
what are the chances of that?
That is so cool.
Well, was it scheduled though?
Was it planned? Yeah.
How can you plan it on that specific day? You can plan around the months, but
Well, you, were you like, oh, it's going to be a leap year, I'm going to get pregnant, and then I'm going to make sure I schedule the C-section that day?
You can try, but I really.
I mean, yeah, there's
never
more
did
to it
Like
than
how
that, but
everything
yeah.
has to align in order for it to
has to be
actually
a big
go for it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, the chances. I mean, I can see when you are trying to have a baby around certain months, but not on a specific day.
So people always waste people's time with the timeshares.
I hate that. I hate.
Did you ever get a timeshare?
A talk? Yeah, I've had it once in Vegas. We never even used what they gave us because I think COVID happened and our little thing expired or whatever. to
Like
go
the
back.
free stay or whatever?
It was a free 3-night stay, 4-day stay, whatever in Vegas. I can't remember the casinos, but we never used that. We did use some Michael Jackson tickets that they gave us that same day though for a concert for Michael Jackson.
You saw Michael Jackson?
It was a hologram.
Oh.
The hologram.
But to say, when was this?
No, that was cool, but. And then they tried to talk to us another time, and Lino straight up said, "Hey, stop wasting your time. We're not gonna buy anything, and we're not gonna listen to you."
Also,
And then they,
it's not mean, but it's
because they're very annoying and insistent. They don't care.
It's their sales.
Yeah.
They probably all have commissions.
And Lino's like, wait. Before you start telling me about all these things that we can do for free, what do you have to sell, or what are you here to sell us? And then they told us, and then it's like, no, we're not interested. Thank you.
And then they kept going. So then
It's like Lino's like, hey, we just got here. We want to enjoy our time. We haven't even gone to our room. So can we please just go to our room? Give us our keys and let us go to our rooms or whatever. Because I don't know what kind of deal the resort had with them. And yeah, so they do get annoying. And you try to be nice, but sometimes.
He's remembering and getting mad.
I know I am.
He's getting frustrated.
Yeah, and I was pregnant with Linito at the time, so I was like, I want to go to the room and relax and go to the freaking pool.
I have a question for you. Did you want to buy a Jeep?
Did I what?
Did you want to buy a Jeep? Or did you just
I went
tricked
in there,
into it?
No, I went in there to get that Jeep. Yeah.
Ow.
Okay.
Yeah, I wanted that car.
Cool.
I wanted a new car. Yeah.
Cool.
In this episode, we're not intending to shit on salespeople, by the way.
I know.
Just tone it down a bit.
I'm just saying if people are interested, then yeah.
But that's probably most people how they feel. Like, hey man, if I'm interested, I'll listen. If I'm telling you I don't interested, respect it. That's simple as that.
And there's some people that are great at sales and they're not pushy. Edgar, for example, like not pushy, not trying to force it on you. Literally, we'll just have a conversation and it just comes so natural, you know? También, Virginia Scroggins, she's the online coach, the body that got me into body. It never felt like rush or force or like you have to do this or like annoying, you know, it's more like genuine. And I feel like those are people that actually have like a gift for sales instead of people that come off more desperate or kind of
Pushy.
pushy and not violent,
Aggressive.
that come off aggressive. It's like, holy shit, you know?
You need this, man. You need this.
And they're like, why not?
Or
Why
they're
not?
like, hold up, come here. And it's like,
Or they try to make you feel like you're dumb or you're in the wrong for not wanting to buy whatever they're selling.
yeah.
It's most like, okay, dude, I've been living my whole life without this product. Well, leave me alone.
Melina's probably like, now I want it.
Yeah.
No, yeah, they try to guilt you into it.
This sales guy was questioning if I understood math.
Questioning.
How or why?
Because he was trying to give me this deal in the financing, and I'm like,
He would have got me.
Yes, you would have.
you know. I was like, yeah, I understand how math works.
Yeah.
So I was like,
Then
I'm
you
not
start
a-
being a smart
You're
ass.
like,
to-
I'm
yeah,
not
and I was just like,
You're like,
whatever.
I'm not an engineer for nothing.
I was like, whatever.
Oh.
The funny thing was, and it's probably happened to you, Pona, but they'll use a calculator for basic math. Have you seen that before?
I mean, I do that sometimes at work.
Martin's like, let me see that. Puts in boobies. Turn
Turn it around.
Yep.
Look at this, bro.
El bebé.
That's a good one because we all
That's
do
actually a
that.
generational thing.
Because everybody knows
I
that.
do that shit all the time too. I'm like, what was the number? He's like, oh fuck.
But I bet you, like, now kids nowadays don't even know about
They
that.
have no idea.
No, they have
No.
to.
Who knows? That's hilarious. I forgot about that.
We'll make sure Lito knows when he's in kindergarten first.
No, but it is. It's like, this guy was like, oh, yeah, these payments for this and that. And then he tried to look at the calculator. I'm like, well, you can tell how much it's going to be. He's like, no. I'm like, yeah, that's just, it's not hard math. And he's like, oh, okay.
Wanted you to be like, whoa.
Yeah.
That's a deal.
Numbers don't lie.
And they always do the cross thing.
Yeah.
This, I forget what it is, but yeah, I always do a crossing. Let me take it.
Get some new tricks, bro.
like-
Initial here, and I'll take it back to my boss.
It's like, remember when dad they got him outside of the parking lot, and then this sales guy went over to the mom's house for timeshare, I think it was.
Was it the timeshare?
And she was so pissed because she had to sit down and listen to that conversation.
I forgot what they were selling. I don't know if it was a set of knives.
I'm gonna say no. It was like a
Pots and pans.
I think it was more pots and pans.
Oh, I thought it was more like a timeshare thing, like where it's like
Carico.
no.
Then it's not that. That was a long time ago.
No, that was a long time. But I remember this was recent. This was
Yeah.
last year. I want to say.
Last year or the
last-
year before. Yeah, it was just
Yeah,
recent.
yeah.
They were at Walmart.
Yeah, there you go.
And
They had errands to do.
I got home there. I got home.
And I think Dad left Mom alone with the guy because he had to go do something, but he left her with the guy.
I don't know if I think he went to work.
Presentation.
Yeah, because I got there and Mom was all pissed. Yeah.
I didn't know about this.
But I told,
Yeah, just recent.
I feel so bad, but I guess I'm the same way as Mom. But I told her, like, you should have just told him, I'm not interested. I don't even have money to buy any of this. Please leave. Like, get out of my house.
They were at Walmart and they actually Dad got busy. Mom's like, no, vámonos. And he's like, no, pues vamos a su casa. And Dad gave him the address and this and that. And they got there. They were waiting for them. And Dad had to go to work. And Mom stood there for a while. I don't know what. Mom had something to do.
Yeah,
And I remember she was mad.
She wanted to do something.
Because I stopped by for whatever. Because I don't know what day it was. But she was pissed. And she had like these little like calabazas and shit that they give her to test out or whatever. But yeah.
That is hilarious.
And dad just left. And he's like, pues lo hubiera dicho que no. Le dije. No, Mom is like, no, le dije. No me hacen caso. And
And then he had to provide 5 different numbers.
Oh, yeah.
Or something. And I'm like, Dad, don't be giving people's numbers.
No, mom gave her friends' numbers out también because she felt pressured.
They want just for that.
Because I'm like, why? You don't have to. Pero no, he's like, pero no me hacen caso y no se iban. I'm like, you should have just said, I'm gonna call the cops.
Yeah.
Or call us.
Yeah, también. But
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, they get it.
because they yeah.
I had
It was like probably like a year ago.
I had.
I'm gonna remind Mom tomorrow.
That's funny. Yeah.
mad.
Why are you trying to start a fight with Mom and Dad tomorrow?
No, I'm gonna.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
I'm going over.
I'm gonna go. And I'm like, Mom, do you have the number for that guy? I kind of want some pots and pans.
So I'm looking into buying new knives.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Dad just left. I forgot what Dad left for.
Like
yeah.
those are the salespeople that annoy you, right? Because it's like know you're getting scammed. Those are scams to me. I don't know. I don't know if it's
I had a
solar
solar guy go to the mom's house, and he was trying to, and I was like,
I feel bad too. I had someone go to Mom's house,
and I went outside and he tried to talk to me, and I'm like, okay, and then he kept saying stuff, and I'm like, well, that's wrong. He's like, well, that's wrong, and he's like, how do you know? I'm like, I know it's wrong, and he kept trying to. I'm like, all right, man, we're not gonna go ahead and. We're not gonna get here. We're not gonna buy. These people don't have money, bro.
first of all.
First of all,
No matter what type of financing,
they don't. They
it
don't.
ain't gonna happen.
No, it was
payment plan, it ain't
funny
gonna
because
work.
I think I want to say that I might have scheduled that guy when you were there because I remember them someone calling me and I'm like, oh, I'm not even there, but
I remember I got there and
So they went there because of you.
Oh no, they were in their neighborhood, I think.
And then they were in the neighborhood, and they got my number, and they're like, maybe I can schedule some time when your dad is here, because I'm like, my dad's not home, and he's the head of the household, whatever. And then, and they're like, well, if you give me your number, maybe I can come a time that's convenient. And again, why am I saying yes? Why am I giving him my number?
You don't have to.
Why am I not saying I'm not interested? Thank you. And no. Then they're like, okay, and then they text me the next day, hey, is this a good time? Like we agreed yesterday. We're all like freaking at the store. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, no, nobody's home. I'm sorry. And then that's how I kind of get rid of them. I kind of block them and stuff.
I moved.
That
Like I get so
reminds me.
nervous. I'm pretty sure a lot of people have that same kind of.
I opened the door one time at Mom's house and somebody wanted, it was for voter something. I don't know if it was for voting or something. They were just going house to house or maybe the security system. And then it's like, are you the homeowner? And I said, no, it's not. It's my dad, but he's not home right now. And he's like, oh, is anyone else home that lives here? I was like, no, it's just me. And I have my daughter. So like, we're not interested. Okay. Well, do you want to relay a message? Do you know when a good time? I said, no, like I have my daughter. Like I can't, like I'm not interested. And then in the hallway, Dad comes dragging his feet. Get us, I was like, I have to go. And he's like, okay. Like, but you
Is he the
tell me-
homeowner? No, es el abuelo.
But I could tell he was just like, what the fuck? And I was like, I gotta go. And I closed the door and I was like, nada, pa. Le estoy diciendo que no hay nada. Oh, get it out. And then he goes by the window. Like, I was like, oh my god.
I love that though. My dad was like his look, and he's like looking at the window
he's
trying
like
to figure out who that is.
Look at it. But I just heard him dragging, and I was like, oh shit, I gotta go. Get us. I was like, God.
Panzon, when he got his home security system,
Yeah.
it was like super late. Remember, he sent us videos of it and the cameras and whatever. And then freaking 10 minutes later, it was like literally 9:30, like 10 o'clock at night. I get a doorbell ring, and it was that he sent them to me in case I was interested.
You can probably get him in trouble for that. It's super late.
No, it's like they were like, yeah, and
Wait, I don't get it. Say that again. I totally missed it.
Panzon got like a home security system installed, right? And they were installing it like late. Like
Yes.
I forget if it was Friday, Saturday, or what.
Okay.
But it was late. And he sent us videos like, oh yeah, look, I got this hooked up or whatever. And then all of a sudden we're like, oh, that's cool. Then like 10 minutes later, someone rings on my doorbell. Because he
That guy went to go.
yeah, he gave me like a reference, so they came to me to see if I was interested.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know.
But
I
it
know,
was
I
a
know.
day before we went to Hermosillo, so we were gonna leave super early, and I told them, I was like, you know what, I'm not really interested or whatever. But they were like, oh, it's because we're wrapping up this neighborhood. We're only gonna be here for like 2 more days, and we got this sale in case
Of
when you come
course.
back,
We'll
I'll still
have
hold
it.
it. And I'm like, no, I'm not interested. And then I get back or whatever. He still texts me a few times and stop by one more time. It's like I thought you guys weren't in the neighborhood anymore,
Yeah.
But
I-
it was, and I text my son, hey, did you give that guy my number? He's like, yeah, he wouldn't leave me alone. And
I'm telling you, they pressure you. Dude, one time I came home and there was a guy in our kitchen, with Lino trying to sell us pieces of steak out of this hielera. And
You guys bought some, didn't you?
no, we didn't. But Lino was like, "Oh, not right now."
Saw
man.
human
maybe,
me.
maybe you could come back. And he had a deal that like you get ribeyes, you get this, you get that for this much money, and like they're fresh and they're like grass fed and all this other stuff. And Lino fucking loves his steak, and I was just there like I'm like, oh my god, what's going on?
Edgar's like, I ain't buying if I ain't trying it first.
and I'm just like, no, I don't want it. I don't want anything. I don't care. No, but yeah, it was funny.
That's hilarious. No, Edgar, with that sign we have out there, like no soliciting, no. We
We
already
need
know who
something
our
like
religion
that.
is. We know who we're voting for. This and that. Get out of here. Blah blah. I tell him that's kind of mean, but it works. And Edgar, if someone comes and knocks on the door and you can tell he's selling something, and it's just me. I mean, it's just me home. He'll go from the ring camera and be like, "Hey, bro, read the sign. We're not interested." Listen. Which I'm like, oh. But
Yeah, 'cause we
he
get
tells
a
me,
lot of
like, don't
people-
open the door, Melissa. I'm like,
We get a
okay.
lot of people.
They,
for
you need to be
solar.
respectful. That's what
Yeah,
the goal
yeah.
is.
And you guys have a sign too, right, Martin?
No
For lots of
soliciting.
people- Yeah,
Do we?
Yeah, you guys do.
Yeah.
We don't, and so we get lots of people for solar panels, and we get some people for the yard.
No, Edgar's
sometimes.
quick with that. As soon as it says motion at your door, he looks and then he'll go on the mic like, "Hey, bro,
Oh, really?
read the sign." Don't.
There's been times where I'm standing out there for a little while, and nobody answers me. So, you guys do
Sorry
that on
about
purpose.
I've had it where
You
where
guys
they
do that on purpose?
they go in and they try to go into it. They read the sign obviously, but they don't care. They still want to make a sale.
Mm-hmm.
And I've opened the door with my company shirt on,
Mm-hmm.
and they're like, oh, like yeah.
For me, it's more like, do you not understand? Like when I open the door and you see Linito like running around trying to get out, I'm like, dude, I don't
It
have
is
the time.
not a good
I'm
time.
like-
Read the room.
I'm
man.
like, yeah, but please. Oh, what a cute little one. I'm like, yeah, he's trying to fucking leave right now because I opened the door.
And you're
I
like,
thought it was,
"Come on,
I thought it was someone important, you know. And then I always just be like, you know what, my fiance's not home. He's the one that makes these decisions, so maybe come back later.
No, don't come back.
I know, but like
It's okay to say no. It's just
I
no,
know.
no, no.
I know we all know that it's okay, but
No, just keep saying no.
Easier said than done.
You can tell them. You can tell them. Would you rather waste your time with me because I'm not gonna buy, or
Yeah.
potentially get another customer?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like for me, it's most like, you know what? I'll like they'll get my number or something like, oh, let's set a date where I can come back when Lino's home or whatever. And then they'll text me and I'm like, oh, sorry, and like I'm not interested. So I don't have to say it face to face, but I'll text it to them, you know.
No, I've
Melina's one of those that says it behind the screen.
yeah, you're passive aggressive.
Yeah.
I've wasted people's time because I've told them no a couple times, and they kept insisting. They kept doing other things, and
Didn't listen.
so in business and school they teach you, don't use all your bullets at one time. Shoot one, and then whatever they counter with, you have other stuff to go back. So I told them a couple times no. I'm like, okay, we're playing this game. If I had nothing to do, I'm going to waste your time. And I asked so many stupid questions, so many dumb questions,
They have to answer.
and then at the end,
You're kind of like, no, thank you.
yeah, he was I think, upset because I was like, can you go into more detail? I want this. What kind of product? What's the model? What does it do? How does it perform in the winter versus the summer? Just questions like that. And at times I'm like, do you really know this, or do you just guessing or just questioning stuff like that? And then it was like, I'm not interested.
I just feel bad when it's like young kids, because it's like, okay, I know they're getting started, and I know they're trying to, like they're learning. They still don't have any, like you can tell when they don't have it. Like you said, you can tell when they don't have experience or skills in selling, and they're really polite and nervous. And I'm just kind of like, yeah, I'm like, you'll get there someday.
I had people last week. Was it last week? The week before? Había trapeado, so I was just like waiting for the floor to dry, and I'm in my room.
You're in the corner, not trying to touch any of the tile.
I got trapped again. When I do that, my phone's over there, and I'm like, shit.
God, me too. Yeah, me too. And then I'll just go get it, and then I redo it.
Yeah, but I was in the bed. I was just because I was gonna take a shower. I was waiting, and then someone rang the doorbell, and I'm like, well, it's none of you guys, obviously, because I knew what everybody was doing. And I was like, oh, it's probably people trying to sell shit or whatever. And then they rang again, and I'm like, oh, fuck, what if it's actually somebody? So I go and I open the door.
What if my house is on fire and I don't know?
I don't know.
The neighbors are telling me.
And then
I
open the door, and there was this couple kind of like our age, maybe a little younger. And they're like, hi, is this where they're selling pups? I was like, huh? Pups? Like dogs? He's like, yeah. Is this 4703 or whatever? And I'm like, yeah, it's my address. And it's like, because he showed me the phone.
I want to say something so bad. You're like, no puppies here, just a dog.
Oops.
I'm sorry, brother.
Oh my God, where your mind goes.
Mark got that dog in her.
Yeah, he does.
I was not expecting that.
Me neither.
But I'm like, and then
I kind of saw it coming.
he showed me the phone, and he was messaging with somebody, and that was actually my address. I'm like, that's my address, but that's not me. That's not me. I'm like, sorry, that ain't me, bro. And I was like, why don't you call them? And maybe they just typed it incorrectly, but I'm like, hopefully they didn't come from far away or whatever.
Yeah,
got stood up. Like, yeah.
Oh,
I felt kind of bad because the girl was like, you could tell she wanted a puppy.
She's like, do you have my puppy in there?
Yeah.
Do you have any puppies?
I'm like, oh, I just sold the last one.
Oh my God, that's so
But
random.
I'm expecting a new litter in 2 months, so you can leave a deposit.
Speaking of that, actually, we're thinking about maybe getting a dog. Blanca wants a golden retriever.
Oh, those are cute.
Don't they shed a lot?
I think so. Yeah, I don't really want.
They shed a lot.
Yeah, they do.
But they're really smart and like really
Loyal.
They can play basketball.
They can, and baseball.
Yeah.
They're loyal. They're good. Howard and Hannah had one for years when I first started with them. Summer, Sama. She's beautiful.
She's always wanted one, I guess, as when she was little.
Mm-hmm.
And I just like, but boxers are so better.
I know.
So much better.
Yeah, I'd like a dog, but honestly, I don't see me and Lino being great dog owners. Yeah, because we leave a lot.
I don't see it either. Not trying to be mean. But and
then just
It's a virtual dog.
And then we have so much carpet. that I don't know.
Like you guys for sure would want to just keep the dog outside, and in Arizona that's not.
It's like, Melina, what happened to your virtual dog? Oh, it died. Battery died.
Battery died. We never got any new batteries.
But I love because
we lost the charger.
Lenito does love dogs, and he likes the big dogs. He hates the little dogs. He's more scared of the little dogs, and I think because the little dogs jump at him. They jump.
Little dogs?
Yeah, they run towards him and jump on him compared to the big dogs. So
I would want one like Azul.
That's a big ass dog.
It was
that's too big.
But you can ride it.
You can, but he bumps into you and you're like,
yeah, he does.
Dude, when he steps on you barefoot,
yeah,
I want to just.
He's so intimidating.
He's scary.
I would want maybe a Rottweiler, but Blanca doesn't want one.
Oh, they're cool.
Cane corsos are great if you have the time to train them. And Edgar and I have seen videos of corsos that aren't. You want me to open it? Of corsos that weren't giving, like, don't have like the proper training and stuff. And they're just, I mean, they're heavy dogs. They're
evil or what?
Is it like a like a boxer just wants to play and just thinks it's a?
Well,
but I feel like
he does want to play, but he can also be stubborn. So that kind of dog is if you don't what is it called when you assert dominance from the beginning and tell them like you have to listen to me, they're gonna want to just run the house.
I am the captain now.
Yeah, exactly. And even the other day, dude, I was so embarrassed. I called Edgar crying because we got this.
You want to
guy.
cry now?
No, but it's just funny because I'm like freaking Azul. I got a guy to come clean the couches, deep clean them, right? And the guy was there and I said, hold on, let me just put my dog away. And I thought it was going to be simple. And Azul was not listening. He was just sitting there and like literally like planted himself like a tree. And I was trying to push him.
I've seen you struggle with
and
him when you're trying to
I
put
was
him
hitting
away.
him and I was pushing him and I said, no. And I said, no, we're getting the couches clean. Come on. Dude, he hadn't done it in like a month or two, jumped on the couch facing the wall and he just put his head on the wall like this and was just sitting there. And I was literally hitting him like with my foot, with my sandal. I called Edgar on FaceTime. I was crying and I was like, he's not listening. Edgar, he felt bad, but it was just funny because I feel like Azul was like, you want me to leave? I'm not going to leave because you're not being nice about it. And I was sweating, crying, screaming. He finally listened and went inside. Oh, Edgar was like, grab his leash and ask him nicely. And I grabbed his freaking leash and I said, come here, do you want to go outside? And he freaking got off and just went outside.
So it's just a matter of you not being nice.
Yeah. And then, dude, I go and I open the door and I'm huffing and puffing. I'm like, okay, señor, ya puede entrar.
All defeated, all
Dude.
like Chimotrufia.
I told that girl, it was so embarrassing because I know he heard me screaming. And the guy was just probably like,
That's a bad dog if you ask me.
but I told Edgar,
Goes through all that.
dude, I told Edgar, I'm like, dude, él nomás se mochó, like, I'm not listening to it. And he was like, it's because you came at him too strong. You needed to ask him nicely. I'm like, I'm not gonna fucking ask him nicely.
You know what?
I was
Azul's
gonna
acting
say-
like a cat right now.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah. Chenta would have never done that.
Exactly.
Because usually a dog, if you scream at them and they like, you know, like especially like when you see like our moms,
Yeah.
and like Tias, how they yell at dogs,
Yeah.
dude, they listen right away. They don't play around.
But that's what Edgar always tells me though. Like that's the Corso breed right there, because he'll say something to Azul, and then he's like, I need to calm down because he sees me getting mad and he's like, no, then I'm not. And I'm like, that's literally like most adults, like, oh, you want me to do this now because you're telling me with this tone? No, I'm not.
That's like
gonna
me.
do it. I was literally gonna say that's Martin. Like you're coming at me rude, so I don't think I'm gonna listen just because I don't want to.
That pissed me off so much.
Dude, I was oh my gosh.
I would always listen.
How long did it take? Like, you think?
It was like a good like 9 minutes that I was.
Man, if I was that guy outside, I would have left.
He was
Yeah.
just chilling.
I'm like, figure your shit out.
You know what? This is extra.
It was like, I could just
The
tell
time
him-
is counting now.
I was like wiping my tears. I'm like, ya puedo entrar.
Yeah, that's tough.
That's pretty funny.
Especially because you can't carry him or pull him. You know, he's so
Nothing.
heavy.
You guys want to...
And it was just Edgar. He's like, stop pushing him, because I was like trying to push him off, and he was just like this, just looking like not making eye contact with me because he knew he was being bad. And Edgar's like, baby, grab the leash and ask him nicely, like excited, hey, do you want to go somewhere? And I was like, I'm not doing that. He's like, baby, just calm down because he's feeding off your energy. And I went, I grabbed the leash and I'm like, Azul. He's like, put it on him. And he said dejó, but he wasn't making eye contact with me. And I put it on him and then I'm like, do you want to go outside? You want to go somewhere? And then he got off the couch.
Is Clifford a King Corso? Kind of looks like.
Oh,
this one.
actually, I don't know.
I don't know.
What dog breed is Clifford? The big red dog.
I don't know. I've never
blood.
never thought about that.
'Cause it kind of does look like a Clifford dog.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of that, you guys want to know what happened last week? Is that we got a guy out to go and spray the house, the weeds. The very next day it rained. It washed everything.
Oh, man.
That sucks.
And I asked, well, you know how Yescas has his own little landscaping thing,
Yeah.
or has a landscaping company. And I asked him like, hey, is this fine, or should I have the guy come out again? Because the rocks were all blue, like everything was blue.
And then the next day.
And the next day it was like turquoise, like a teal. And he's like, oh, it should be fine. I'm like, but then it rained again. And I'm like, I think I'm going to have the guy come
And
out.
then you have a bunch of weeds now.
I need someone to go out
But
there
yeah.
because they started small just
Yeah.
recently, and with the rains,
Just
they're
sprouted.
fucking
But
big
yeah,
now.
but shout out to him. If you're in Tucson and need landscaping needs, it's Yesca's Landscaping.
Hit them up, you guys.
Yeah.
6
good guys.
stars.
Yeah.
I went ahead and asked anyone if they had any suggestions for topics for us to talk about.
I was telling Martin like that you have put that out there. And I'm like, oh my gosh.
Well, someone wants to know our relationship statuses. No, I'm just kidding. No, someone wants to know do you think, this one's super random, do you think a recession is coming? And if yes, are you saving money?
What money?
I think I
First of all, do we know who these people are so we can?
Yeah, we do, but do you want to shout them out?
I mean, should we?
no.
So we answer personally.
Probably not.
No, I think we should leave it. Yeah. Because then they won't want to ask stuff if they
No.
know.
If Jessica wants to know, she wants to know. But that's fine.
What's it
If
called?
He said,
What's
"Yes,
it called?
yes, yes."
I was.
I just
thinking-
thought that was such a random question.
I think I'm not sure if I brought this up or not, or if I've talked to you guys about it. But again, it's like my TikTok rants, right? That I like go
You
through.
went down a rabbit hole.
Yeah, but it's pretty much saying that a recession is coming and that our bank accounts is going to be like worthless, right? Supposedly because everything's going to shut down. You know, our dollar's not going to be worth $1. Like it's going to go. And we're not going to be worth, like, our money's not going to be worth what we think it is. So the best thing to do is to replace your whatever savings you have and actually buy gold. Because gold has a standard.
Do you believe
I mean, that's always been a good practice forever.
to have gold.
It sounds like it's if you saw an ad.
No. This was on TikTok. It was just this guy talking about it, and pretty much saying because if you go to Mexico, if you take money out, it's not going to be worth anything. But if you take gold, you can replace it with whatever currency you're in or whatever. So I was like, oh,
Yeah, gold's always been kind of steady. Kind of goes up and down, but overall it's kind of steady.
Isn't it a bit the standard? Or
It used to be.
It
I mean,
used to be
is there gold at Fort Knox? Is that Fort Knox?
I don't know.
but that's my take in it. I don't know if there's a recession coming.
I mean, how long
I'm not
have they been saying that?
I'm not planning. I'm not equipped
not-
for a recession.
I'm
so-
not saving for a recession per se. Recession is pretty much like we're going to go to like the Great Depression, right? Is what they mean,
In a way, yeah.
kind of.
Right.
It's
Great
like what we had back
Depression,
in
the
the
Great Recession.
The Great Recession. It's the
A,
same thing.
a
though.
lot
It's
of
the same thing, right?
unemployment and people,
I
out of
don't
jobs.
think that's going to happen. I genuinely don't think.
I think it is.
Why?
But
Because
I'm
Trump's
still-
gonna be president.
But I'm still not preparing for it.
Shut your
What
whore
about
mouth.
you guys?
Don't say that.
Well, no, is that?
I'm just kidding. I
Yo,
don't know.
he got the merch.
Okay,
you?
like
mean,
Andrew Schultz.
He moves
People
merch.
want Trump as president because they feel with him being president that won't happen.
they-
He's a good
economy.
because he's a good businessman, right?
I
I'm
can't
not
say if he is
for
or not, but
or against something up to Trump, but I do know I was paying less at the pump when it was in, and I had a truck.
as soon as November comes around, the gas prices are
It
going to
will.
go down.
They'll go
They
down
always
just
do.
because of it.
Because of the
That's
elections.
fluctuation, Yeah.
Martin, do you think a recession's coming?
Probably.
So am I the only one that doesn't think it's coming?
I mean, a lot of people think we're already in it.
Yeah,
To be honest,
because
I
of
mean,
the
inflation
inflation.
fucking sucks.
it does.
I'm a stay-at-home mom. So I'm like, no, we're good, guys. The economy's good.
Probably, yeah. Maybe that's fine.
That's
So
probably
no,
where my...
we're probably we're probably heading into one.
Yeah? Okay.
Like Mario said, we might be.
We're probably already in it. We don't even know.
I mean, in
early
2008 was the last
stages.
time we were in a recession, right?
When the
No,
bubble,
there was
the
another-
housing market.
Yeah, but there's another dip somewhere.
Yeah,
that I
afterwards,
saw.
like in 14 or something like
I
that.
was
Yeah.
gonna say 14.
Yeah.
14.
Oh.
Yeah, I can't. I'm telling you, I get this stuff from.
I mean, it's heavy. It's like
TikTok.
it's always like around every 10, 12 years. It kind of
Think
dips
it dips.
down.
Yeah.
Kinda, it's just normal, I guess. But I
But
don't know.
are we saving for a recession?
No.
I can
not
say
for that, or for
not specifically
not a
for-
zombie apocalypse
No.
either. I know people are crazy about that too, and
No,
no.
I mean,
just for Lenito's college fund.
I'm just saving just to save.
Trying to save for a boob job, mommy makeover after the second
Yeah.
baby.
That's all I
Everybody's
can
got
really
their
say.
own.
Yeah.
I don't think specific for a recession. It's just
Like-
whatever saving method you got or plan, what works for you. That's kinda
Yeah.
what we're doing.
It's always nice to save. Just have a little pocket money, or a little, emergency fund. But if you're,
Are
if that's
they
your-
saving? That's the
if
thing.
that's your jam,
'Cause obviously
or-
they're concerned.
Yes, I appreciate the concern, and
And-
listeners, if you think the recession's coming,
I
start
wonder what
saving.
they think.
Yeah, hopefully they're not leaning on us for advice.
Yeah.
We are no experts.
Street
please.
Wasanga should never be anyone's source.
We are not licensed to give out financial
Advice.
Advice. There
or
you go.
relationship advice.
But it sounds
or
like they're-
parenting advice.
Hit up my financial advisor. Maybe that could help you.
If they're asking us, it sounds like they're at the
At the
panicking. Like
So it sounds like you need a financial advisor as a guest.
Yeah.
you're,
You're the wrong lane here, buddy.
It's like Melina using TikTok for all of her sources.
yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. That's the same way. Yeah. But TikTok does have a lot of good information. Yeah.
How valid is it though, Melina?
Well, sometimes I Google it. Like, let's say when it comes to parenting stuff about like developmental and stuff, like toys or like I don't know, programs or something for Linito. I'm like, oh, is this true? And then I'll Google stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
But I'm not into finance. I just hear it, but I don't look into it.
So stuff that could be subjective, you Google, but stuff that could be our hard facts, you just let it go.
Yeah.
It's not subjective when there's like I guess studies that show improvement on the way the kids develop and stuff.
Okay, I
So
thought
you can
meant
follow
more.
up on. Yeah.
In what country though?
Huh? In the U.S.
Wasn't there just recently like they're actually gonna try to ban TikTok? I thought just like this week or so they were
Yeah.
actually
This
trying
week?
to like actually ban TikTok
Melina's like,
from,
no.
from all devices.
I mean,
Oh, wow, I didn't know that.
the lawsuits or the court hearings have been going on for a while.
I don't
now.
know.
I just thought like
think-
recently they.
Did you guys see it? But that's stupid.
Oh, the senator?
Talking about like, are you Chinese? Are you affiliated with the Chinese? Are you Chinese? And he was what, Taiwanese?
He's from Singapore.
He's like, I'm from Singapore.
Actually, you guys wanna
I
hear
am
something
not
embarrassing?
Affiliated, I'm not. And I was like, oh my god.
For the longest, actually, for
Don't say anything
Probably-
that's gonna get me canceled.
no, for
Okay.
33 years of my life, I thought it was Singapore.
Signa.
Signa, but it's Singapore.
Singapore.
And I said it like, oh yeah, it's because we were watching F1, me and Blanca, and she's like, where are they racing at? And I'm like, in Singapore. She's like, you mean Singapore? Like, no, you're saying it wrong. And then I'm like,
You're getting confused right now.
yeah, and I'm like, and she's like, no, it's. And I had to Google it. I'm like, well, Google's wrong. And then I in my mind, I thought it was. Thank God, don't put that in the spelling bee, by the way. But yeah.
Oh, I forgot we were supposed to do spelling bee, but no,
No,
I'm
we're
the
doing a
same.
spelling bee when I can drink again.
I'm the same way though. There's a bunch of stuff.
So wait,
I don't-
it's
I
like
mispronounce.
singing,
It's
Singapore.
Singa instead of Sig.
Ga.
No,
Like the
yeah.
N before the G instead of the G.
He thought it was Signa.
Singapore.
Signa.
But it's not
It's
Signa.
it's Singa.
It's Singapore.
Singa.
Not.
He thought it was Singapore.
Singapore, but it's Singapore. And I'm a
Singapore.
little nasally, so I can't remember.
Yeah, that just started, no? Because I think.
Mine, yeah, I've been sick.
But yeah, there's a bunch of country. Don't feel bad, Martin.
No, but I was so confident. I told Blanca, I'm like, no, you're wrong.
This guy said Google's wrong.
Yeah, I was like, that's wrong.
There's one where I was talking to Lino and he was being such a punk about it that I'm like, oh, you know what I mean? Like he was so mean about it. I can't remember what country I was like mispronouncing.
I mean, they made fun of me a lot.
Canada?
No, it was. I can't remember. I wish I could remember. But
Lane was like, Canadia.
No, they made a lot of fun of me at work when the whole submarine happened. I was reading an article during our team meeting, and it wasn't even everyone laughing at me. It was mostly just Bebe being a bully. But I said, Debris.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you told me.
And I was like, yeah, they found debris and this and that. They're like, do you mean debris? And I was like, is that how you say it? But I'm just like, okay, let's just move on, dude. And they were cracking up. And I'm like, okay, it's not that funny.
You know what? Speaking of that, I did see a TikTok. I think you said it maybe about a guy. It's like, what's a word that you've always mispronounced? Oh, you mispronounce?
Yeah.
And the guy said, man's laughter.
Oh.
But it was
Instead of
manslaughter.
Manslaughter. Oh my god, that's so funny. That's like so embarrassing. Like when you read it out loud, and everybody's like, I hate. Yeah, there's been a few times.
Why did he go to jail for man's laughter?
He was just laughing.
Okay.
All right, another one we got was what are each of our best or favorite at-home snacks?
At home snacks.
Yeah, we snackers over here, you guys. We
In this
snack-
household?
No. Each of us, like our own individual, our best at-home snack.
I don't know. I haven't snacked in a long time.
For me, Chips Ahoy.
Chips Ahoy.
Cereal is a snack to me.
Yeah.
Chips Ahoy cereal. I was on Hot Cheetos for a little bit, but I'm not a big time like always hot Cheetos.
I'm a sucker for cucumbers with limon y tajin. Like I will snack on that, or grapefruit. I like grapefruit with sal.
Don't lie, you know you like the chunky Chips Ahoy too.
Oh yeah, well that's pregnant Melissa though.
No.
Sure it is.
The regular Chips Ahoy.
I'm pretty sure it was breastfeeding Melissa.
Breastfeeding this mom Melissa.
And then mom Melissa.
It was 1 year out of college, Melissa.
It was like, I just came from North Carolina, Melissa. Yeah.
Okay, cookies.
I just pumped gas, Melissa.
Okay, no. Okay, fair enough. I do like my cookies and milk. It's the chunky Chips Ahoy or Oreos, but yeah.
You know what? I had Dad. We were at Dad's a couple weeks ago, and he was gonna go to the store, and I was like, Dad, just fine. I'll go. I'm gonna go buy stuff, whatever you need. He's like, make sure you get Chips Ahoy, and I'm like, for what? It's your sister one. I told her I was gonna get her for something.
Los chunky.
Los chunky, and I'm like, no, I'm not gonna get her anything. He was like, yo, wait, entonces.
Can you specify which sister he was getting this from?
Melissa.
Thank you.
And then he's like,
Miss, I don't snack.
no, and he's like, make sure you get him. And I'm like, I'm not gonna get him. No. Yo voy a ir entonces. And I'm like, Dad, just fine.
I have a follow-up on that. Like a follow-up comment. But
Go for it.
that I saw the group chat, right? Like
Yeah.
it was in the group chat that son chunky, you know, please unos chunkies, and I don't know what else you asked for. So then the next
I asked
day,
for gansito.
so then the next day I go over and I'm like, oh, you know, I'm gonna eat. Yeah, I ate with mom and I'm like, oh, I want something sweet. I'm like, oh, mom, ¿tienen los chips ahoy que compraron para Melissa? No, se los llevó. I'm like, what the? They're supposed to be for the house, for mom and dad's house, nothing for you to
You're
take
that kind of
home.
girl?
Yeah, she took him home.
I'm pregnant.
So am I.
I'm not gonna lie. When I was like,
freaking
my mom, I was like getting everything ready to go home, and my mom's like, "Te quieres llevar las galletas?" A part of me was like, "No, if Dad bought them for the house, like they should stay."
First of all, he didn't buy them. I had to buy them.
I know, but for a second there, I was like,
you could have taken them to your wife and
I
your
could have.
daughter.
Yeah, I could have. Yeah.
the
And they love that shit.
you know, Melissa that has manners in me was like, yeah, they need to stay here. And I but the pregnant Melissa, selfish Melissa, sí me los llevo. And like on the way home, I was like, that's fucked up. And then I took the gansitos too. But when I went back 2 days later, when you were there, I brought the gansitos back. I'm like, here, I'm gonna bring them. Like, I felt fucked up taking them with me.
No, I know. I know. I know.
And what'd you tell mom when-
no, but I was like, no, okay, that's fine. But Melissa has taken freaking Chips Ahoy from my house too.
Yeah.
So,
Mario,
You're a fucking thief, huh?
do you remember when I lived alone in my apartment and I had to leave mom's house and it was late and I was like, I gotta go grocery shopping?
Yeah.
it wasn't really grocery shopping. She was just stopping by for milk and cookies.
That was her groceries right there.
Because mom was like,
How old are you again?
I was like 27, 28. Mario was like, you're gonna go to the grocery store right now, Metro Center? Like, that's because that's where I live. He's like, that's sketchy. I'm like,
The Walmart?
Yeah. the
yeah.
Walmart.
And then my mom's like, ¿Qué ocupas? A lo mejor tengo que te puedas llevar. You know, like whatever you need, you could probably take it from here. And I was like, Oreo and milk.
Oh, you were into Oreo that time?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Mario was
funny.
like, that's not fucking grocery shopping, Melissa. I was like, I know.
I know. Martin kind of made a face right now. I blurted out I'm pregnant. I don't know if all the listeners know that I'm pregnant, but I'm also pregnant.
Well, you know what's funny? Another one of our questions was all things baby info with Melina.
Oh,
So I thought we could wrap up with that.
Oh, okay.
Like
But-
what?
but-
Like who's the father? Or what?
Let me tell you who the father is.
That episode on Maury hasn't aired yet.
Are they gonna be like my suegra when she said, "When did it happen?" When exactly? We're like,
Well, we need Mario and Martin to share their
That's what I'm saying. I was gonna say I don't really snack too often. Like if I'm at mom's and I see cookies, I'll maybe grab one.
You like Chips Ahoy?
No,
too.
I'm not saying I don't, but I'm like if they're there, I'll get some. But it's not like I buy like when I buy groceries, I don't buy snacks. I may have chips.
Like, remember, Melissa got so mad because Mario finished her Chips Ahoy.
I was pregnant again.
But he only had like 3
Yeah, I
left.
only had like 2 or 3, and then she got all mad saying I ate the whole fucking shit.
Hey, we're still recording, you guys.
Did you?
Y'all are making me sound vicious
Well,
about my
You are
cookie.
fucking
It's
vicious.
because there really was only 3 or 4 left, and Mario finished them. But she ate them all. But she was blaming Mario for finishing.
That I ate the whole
pack.
fucking
I
shit.
said they were brand new, and he was like, "No, they weren't." And I said, "You really ate all my cookies?" And he was like, "There was only like 3 in there." I said,
All my
"No, there
cookies-
wasn't, Mario."
All of my cookies at mom's house.
That I bought.
It's everyone's cookies.
No, it was they've always been
The
Oh, but I'm sorry. I don't let you finish with your
No,
snack.
no, I was gonna say I don't really snack. Like I have favorite snacks. It could be chips, but
M&M's.
You like M&M's.
M&M's.
Yeah.
You like M&M's.
I mean, I had that big bag because I got that for work. Like, I didn't buy it.
But because you snack it. Oh, someone from work gave it to you.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant like you snack it at work.
You take from mom house too. The what was it? Almonds or nuts or something? The mom was
pecans.
Yeah.
Some
Yeah.
pecans or pecans.
I don't know who gave them to mom, but
that bag of pecans or however you say it was in my mom's fridge for. I'm not kidding you guys. It was there for like 3 months. And Mario got tired of seeing it there. This was years ago. We all still lived at the house. Mario got tired of seeing it there, so he took it to work to snack. And when mom noticed that bag was gone, she said, "What the fuck? ¿Quién se la llevó? Yo ya iba a hacer un postre."
Yeah.
Like, no,
Right at that exact
Yeah,
moment.
She went all señora.
Yeah,
and she thought it was Tita for the longest
yeah,
time.
she yelled at me. She was like, "Yo sé que te los llevaste. Y yo iba a hacer un postre con ellos y ahora no puedo." And I was like, "It wasn't me. I didn't know at the time that you took them."
Yeah.
And I was like, "I didn't do it," because I think I told her one time, "Mom, if you're not gonna," I was like,
Sorry.
"Mom, it's okay." I was like, "Mom, if you're not gonna use this bag, can we just throw them away?" And she's like, "No, ay, déjalos, voy a hacer postre." And I was like, "Well, these have been here forever," and it just so happened like that.
What kind of posting are you making, woman?
Yeah, and it just so happened that right after, like, I had kind of not threatened her, but told her that I was gonna throw them away. A few days later, Mario took them, and so she immediately thought it was me.
I took him to eat at work while I'm eating.
She could have sworn you threw them away.
Yeah,
but,
she thought I threw them away, and I was like, I didn't. He's like, "You told me you were going to." I was like, "I didn't." Ya que iba a hacer un postre. I'm like, "Okay, Mom."
Yeah, sure you were.
Yeah. I mean, every once in a while. Go ahead.
You like pistachios too.
I was gonna say, yeah, at work I have a bag of pistachios that I'm constantly eating.
And full disclosure, I bought Mario a bag of pistachios one time we were in California.
Yeah,
and
horrible.
I tried to be nice and get him the ones that were already open. You know, like that were already.
Oh, you were in the fun for him?
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, they don't got the shells." And I was like, "Yeah, no, you're welcome." And he was like, "No, I don't like them."
He was all happy too. He was like, yeah, all excited.
I was like, you don't gotta go through the trouble of cracking them. And you were like, I don't like those. I like cracking them. And Edgar's like, "Yeah, babe, you just ruined all the fun." I was like, "Oh." I was like,
I
"Damn."
mean, I still ate them, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about Martin? What about your snack?
In my household,
In your
Martin always has snacks.
Because-
Martin always has snacks. That's what I was gonna say. I only eat snacks when I'm with you guys at your guys' house.
but
with Mom.
Gancitos?
Yep, he always has
I have
something.
gancitos, but it's
the pingüinos.
no, I don't really. But Blanca's a big. She has to have dessert, so she
What
will
about
have
the
jelly with
Toast?
toast or with just
Oh, the jelly.
different
About
things.
you, though?
The jelly filled donuts.
Not she's not really a big donut. She'll have like what I like are mantecadas.
I was
yeah.
gonna say something with
Bimbo.
bimbo that you like.
Yeah,
I was
mantecadas.
thinking of the piña ones with the thing in the middle.
That's Mario's.
No.
Mario likes
Oh,
it. Oh
I
no,
like-
the barritas.
Yeah,
Which one?
barritas.
Yeah,
You like
that's you.
barritas.
I'm not a big fan of
I was like,
barritas.
you like those
No,
too.
Mario.
I think they're
likes,
too dry.
Mario likes
I
a
love them,
pan
too.
dulce that has some piña in it. Oh no, you don't. That's Blanca. Never mind. But yeah, I mean, Blanca will go and buy just different things because she needs to have some sweet after a meal. So
Does anyone
for
here
me-
like those crackers that have those bombones on them, or am I tripping?
No,
I don't
with,
like
with coconut on top.
Yeah, I don't
Well,
like
you don't like them because they'll kill you.
I know, I don't. I just never cared for
is
them.
that something? Is that
But I have a feeling.
Gamesa.
no? Is that
None of us
like out
them.
there? Like, is that knowledge out there?
What knowledge?
I'm
That
allergic
must
to coconut.
I
Yeah.
don't know if you. I'm pretty sure she's mentioned.
I'm
it
sure I
before.
mentioned it. Yeah.
Yeah, but
And so,
I was gonna say my favorite snack is beer, but I don't know if that counts as a snack.
I do have beer at the house.
Like Doritos con salsa if I'm like watch TV and
Melina's
I
a sucker
remember,
for that. It has to be tapatio though.
but snacks just to have.
I hate Valentina. No, I don't hate Valentina, but I don't like it with my chips or my my ceviche or whatever. My fruit. I love tapatio.
Yeah, we grew
Was
up
that the
on
last
tapatio.
question, Tita?
No, the last one was All Things Baby with Melina. And I mean, cat's out the bag. She posted it on her Instagram if you guys follow her or Lino.
Yeah.
And if you don't, well, this is not an exclusive, but you heard it here in a second.
She is not a boy.
Melina
I'm
is
pregnant.
Yay.
So, real talk.
That's
How
not
are
all.
you?
That's not all. That's not all. She's pregnant with
Another boy.
Yeah, that was my question.
Yeah.
How are you?
How are you?
Are you disappointed? Excited?
So me and Lino both wanted a boy. I wanted a boy because I wanted Linito to grow up with a brother.
Yeah.
Just seeing you guys, like, or me and Melissa, I'm like, it needs to be the same sex, to have like that relationship. Either way, I'm like, if it's a girl, it's a win because we don't have a girl, and if it's a boy, it's a win because Linito
Gets a brother.
gets a brother. But right after our gender reveal, I got a little sad because I'm like, man, what if I never have a girl? So now I'm thinking over here, like, what if I would never have a girl? Because what if we're done? You know, we don't know if we're done or not.
I was so sure you were gonna have a girl.
I thought so.
Everybody-
I thought so
very
too.
sure.
Everybody was,
positive.
yeah, everybody
I was
was so
positive.
sure. I kind of thought it would have been a girl, but I felt the same way with Ninito. I thought I was gonna have a girl and it was a boy, so I was like, I'm not gonna. I don't know. We'll see. And yeah, it took a while. It took us 23 weeks to find out what the baby was gonna be born.
And she's due July.
Mm-hmm.
So
So I'm currently, by the time everyone hears this episode, I'll be 6 months pregnant.
6 months pregnant, which is 2 days. Yeah, 2 days.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so 6 months. You're due July. Our babies are going to be roughly 3 months, a little under 3 months apart. That's going to be fun.
It is.
Gonna be
Or
pretty
really
crazy.
hard. Really hard because we lose a babysitter. We we can't babysit each other.
Yeah, ándale también.
We're gonna be busy.
We're gonna. I keep telling Edgar this because it's funny because I saw like a reel about it, but I was like, I really am a 2 car seat having ass hoe. That's so ghetto.
You're a soccer mom now.
So ghetto. I'm really a 2 car seat having ass. I told that girl, oh my god, I'm gonna have 2 car seats in the.
I don't think that's.
I mean-
no.
It's
I
just
think
funny.
Cute.
No,
Yeah,
it's cute,
funny,
but
yeah.
it's funny.
You don't need the car seats.
Oh, yeah, right. But I'm like, oh
Actually,
my god.
same baby daddy. So that's a plus.
It's my husband. You know,
Yeah.
we're good,
That's
and the
mine.
babies are gonna grow up together. And I can relate with you, Melina, because I was so happy that we're having a boy because it's like la parejita. But then right after, I was sad, and I started crying because I told that girl, so it's not gonna have a sister. And then he's like, no empieces. Like we wanted a boy, and like why are you sad? And I feel like whether if it would have been a girl, then I would have cried because I'm like, I'm not having a boy. Yeah.
It's just you never know.
Like Gato said, when it's the first one, you're happy regardless. But then the
Yeah.
second one, you kind of like.
you have an expectation and then yeah. I don't
I
know.
was the second one.
What do you mean?
He was the
Second boy, so they were like probably like,
I'm
No, I
pretty
think
sure-
they were
no.
happy because I mean,
No, I think mom and dad said they wanted a girl.
yeah, they wanted a girl.
They always say that they were always expecting Martin and me. No offense to you both, but they were always expecting a boy as their first and then a girl. It just happens to be me.
And yeah.
all I'm saying is that if baby number 1, baby number 2, baby number 3 would have been enough, they would have never tried for baby number 4.
You were an accident.
I was on
I think
accident.
of it.
Yeah.
There's
They-
a reason they stopped at me. They said perfection. We reached it.
No,
finally."
they're like, oh man, we don't want another one of that.
Yeah.
That was a
And that's
mistake. Look
why-
at that.
Look at what we have here. Let's get
Yeah,
surgery
let's-
now.
Like,
let's
it's getting
stop it
worse
now.
and worse.
Let's stop
Actually-
it now.
Guys, also let me rephrase this. Make sure that I get set the record straight. There's nothing wrong if you have 2 baby daddies.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just saying.
Oh, because you made that comment.
Yeah, I'm not saying there's nothing wrong.
Martin's shitting on you if you have 2 baby daddies.
No, I'm
Yeah,
just,
but
I'm
he's
just saying.
throwing some shade.
No.
No,
That actually
I'm
went
kidding.
right past me.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't even think about
I just
that.
thought about it right now. I'm like, that's
Let me
how you sounded
clarify
bad.
that.
Yeah.
No, but you know
Before
what?
you all come at me.
I know. I'm not-
So did you only get 3 questions?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Edgar put a stupid one on there.
what was it?
I'm not saying it. He's stupid.
Can I
Like,
say it?
How do I convince your wife to add another woman to our relationship?
Oh my god, him and his freaking 3 sons. Let's not talk about that with our brothers.
Yeah.
No, we don't want to hear
I
that.
literally put you're annoying.
But yeah,
No,
I think
yeah, no, that's funny though because you thought of that like to clarify because you're immediately thinking like, oh shit, I don't want to.
Yeah, I don't
You
want to
say
offend
stuff
anybody.
like that sometimes. We're
You're
like,
a
oh
whole
shit. We were not thinking.
professional. Because when we first started the podcast,
We didn't give a fuck.
Nobody, you guys didn't give a fuck what you said.
Because we think we're talking among ourselves.
Yeah,
we don't think other
exactly.
people are
it's like
actually.
it's, I don't know if I should say this. No, I'm gonna say this. I want to though. No, I think we've talked about it last time. Where it's like what's a word that you used to say in the 90s that you
Oh,
can't,
let's not go there.
that you just can't say that anymore.
Let's keep that to yourself.
And it's just a word that you would use without, like, instead of saying that's lame or you're lame.
I know where
you would say this 3-letter word, right?
Oh yeah, but we
And I
don't.
kind of still say it here and there sometimes, but like not in that context, you know, not to offend or anything. It's just it's what you grew up with, you know.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
we were
everybody.
doing so good.
No. It's funny because we just somebody at work brought it up, and I'm like, I grew up with it, and you don't mean anything bad by
You
it. That's just
don't.
what. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
people know the person, and they know how they mean it too.
Yeah.
It's just when
I mean,
strangers.
it just depends the
make
crowd
it-
you're around and who you say it around
Yeah.
with and stuff.
That's true.
Just label yourself as comedy, and then anything goes.
Yeah, honestly, people are getting way too sensitive nowadays with comedians and stuff. But if you haven't seen Dave Chappelle's, no, was it Dave Chappelle's? Yeah, Dave Chappelle's new special. It came out a few months ago, but that shit
I
was
think
hilarious.
you mentioned it before.
I saw it.
think
That was
so,
pretty
too.
funny. That was pretty funny.
It was like
Come on, man. Get some new material.
No, Chris Rock was like, Dave Chappelle said, Chris Rock said, I will not be a victim. It's like, homie, watch the tape. I know, I think.
Yeah.
And then he's like, was that Will Smith?
Oh my God. Well, yeah, Melina's pregnant. She's having a baby boy. We're adding a 5th grandchild to the family. That makes 5. That's going to be crazy hanging out with Melina by the end of the year because we're both going to be not being able to. We already can't carry a conversation to begin with.
I tell Lena, I'm like, it's so crazy because the beginning of the year, of our year, is going to be so different towards the end. You know, God willing, because we're going to have 2 babies. And we don't, you know, it's going to look very different.
I'm curious to see how you guys do it. 2 kids?
With 2 kids?
Yeah.
That's,
Or how we don't do it.
oh, yeah.
No, I am nervous. I feel bad for my baby.
And I don't mean that in a
now.
bad way. I'm just like, because
No,
it's crazy.
I mean, it's
it's
a
crazy to see you
struggle.
guys.
No,
Yeah.
I feel bad for. I feel guilty though. Like I want to give Linito a big family to grow up with, but then I also feel guilty because now I'm gonna have to share my attention with another sibling, and oh my God, he's just.
Do you wish you would have started earlier?
Having kids?
Yeah.
I don't. I think I'm fine. Lino wishes he would have started early. He wishes he would have been done at 30. And he would have had already like 3 or 4 kids.
Damn, and I always said I wanted to start having kids after 30.
Yeah, no. So me and Lino are the opposite. I'm fine. I'm fine waiting like 2 more years and having another one. I'll be okay with that. But to Lino, he already feels like he's too old.
Behind the game.
Do you want to have one? Do you want some?
Do I want kids?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
it's okay if you don't.
Yeah, no,
no. I do.
Fine, yeah.
I mean, I
Is
do.
it like if it happens, it's cool, but if it doesn't, it's cool too?
No,
Or
I definitely want some, but
Okay.
I'm not set in stone. Like, oh my God, I need to have a baby. You know, some people are just obsessed
Yeah,
with it.
I didn't think I needed to have kids, and now that I do, I'm like, oh my God.
Especially like seeing all you guys with the kids. Like, yeah, I definitely want kids.
I was
When
at
you
a
see the
point-
tantrum, no se te antoja.
I know.
You know,
I was at the point where I was like, I'm fine if I don't have kids.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna be, you know.
There was a little point where I was like, it's probably not going to happen for us. It's not going to. And then Blanca didn't take care of herself. And, no, I'm kidding.
Threw herself
I
at
know.
you.
yeah. like even if
No, I know I always wanted kids.
it comes to a point where like biologically you can't have kids, like I don't mind like adopting just to have a kid.
Yeah, yeah.
I see, that was my
That's
thing.
what I'm
like,
saying. But I'm not obsessed. Like, oh my God, I need to have kids. Like.
I love that you'd be open to adoption though.
Yeah.
Because I always said that too, that I wanted to adopt.
What age?
I think newborn.
Newborn.
You weren't? Because there's a lot of kids that are and teenagers that need.
Foster care
yeah,
and stuff
yeah.
like that. Like I've
I
seen
would
that
love to
too.
foster too.
Like that's pretty crazy to be honest. Yeah. A lot of kids out there in need, but like I think newborn would be kind of cool too. But then
Build that connection.
yeah, but I mean I don't know. It's an interesting topic, but it's not like I'm obsessed with it has to be my last name, has to be my bloodline.
Yeah, I like
okay.
that.
That's
a lot
the
of
macho
people,
thing.
a lot of people are stuck with that. I'm like, why?
I was thinking that actually. I was thinking of it. Oh damn! I was like, if Martin doesn't have a boy, and Mario doesn't have a boy, then like from dad's bloodline, like that's where.
But you can't change your last name if you get married.
No,
he
she can't say.
said-
But yeah, like you know, like legitimately, like it like dies there. But
It would
doesn't
be
die there.
It
but
would be
it dies.
Ramoncito and
Richie.
Chito.
But I'm talking about
Richie too.
Yeah,
Richie and Benji.
Antonia.
But I'm saying like through dad's bloodline, then it would like it's just crazy to think about.
Like it's not like we're kings,
no, I know.
you know. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm not obsessed with that.
But what if our kids become billionaires and stuff?
Then so what?
Yeah, no, I'm just
They're
kidding.
still your kids.
But again, that's something that we're like, okay, like that just would be what it is. But there are people that are like,
They have to, or it's
It kind of the sense of fulfillment for them, or it's sense
to
of
have a boy
Yeah.
and to carry on that name.
yeah.
But yeah, I
And
don't
if you're
feel
like
way.
that, then that's totally okay.
Yeah.
Like it's funny when people
each
say
their own.
when then like typical, you see it in movies and shows like just for an example, like a big common last name, you can do it. It is Hernandez. I'm like, yeah, but which one? There's a shitload of Hernandez out there, you know.
Yeah.
Like, which line are you talking about? You know, like if that really makes a difference, like.
I also want to clarify if people think that I got pregnant because my sister got pregnant.
She 100% did. Oh,
I think so too.
For sure. For
so
sure.
Melissa got pregnant.
She's a hater.
From who gave this girl a mic, so she went and got pregnant.
No, it was I wanted to get pregnant all of 2023, to be honest. I wanted to have a baby by the end of 2023.
And can I just say, Melina, when I got pregnant with... How did I tell you I was pregnant with this baby boy?
You FaceTimed me.
I FaceTimed you, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was crying, right?
You were just
So
like,
I gave it away already because I was
Yeah.
crying. You're like, what happened? And then I put the test and stuff. But Melina, little sneaky duck over here, says, hey, dude, I bought some new stuff for the bathroom. Do you want to see the curtains and stuff, my decor? And I was like, sure.
I had been, I have been trying to FaceTime her and show her this
For like 2 days.
for, I want to say all week, because I had been knowing all week and I didn't tell anybody. I didn't even tell Lino for another 2 weeks, actually.
Yeah, for his
And so I
birthday.
was dying to tell someone, and I'm like, how am I going to tell Melissa? And I keep asking her, hey, can you FaceTime? I want to show you what I bought for the house for Thanksgiving decor.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, yeah, but give me a second. Like, I'm busy doing this. I'm busy doing that. And
Which never happens because I usually FaceTime you like so much.
Yeah, and
which-
I was like, okay, whatever. Then it's not the time.
But
Or
this-
Edgar was around. That's why I wouldn't tell you. Yeah.
But this girl was showing me, she's like, look at the curtains in the bathroom. And I'm like, that's so cute. Yeah, I got this candle. I got this. And then wham, to the pregnancy test. That was good. Dude. You got me good. I was like, wait, what?
And I was like,
I was like, you're lying. And then she's like, yeah, I'm pregnant. I was crying.
I was like, I think I'm pregnant.
yo, there's
Well, you never know. I don't know.
I
still am very skeptical with how do you say it?
Skeptical.
Yeah, on the pregnancy test, because I didn't even want to believe it until I went to go get the ultrasound and I saw the baby there. Then I was like, okay, I'm really pregnant.
Damn.
I'm like,
No, when we got pregnant, I was like, don't tell anyone. It was kind of hard because
he called me. He called me
yeah.
that
Did I
night.
call? No, I called you. I
You
called you like
FaceTimed me.
a couple weeks after, or like a week after, I think.
You told me. I think you would tell me just so that I can help prepare. Or,
No, this
or
is what it is.
Plan the Valentine's Day brunch. That's why.
Yeah.
I FaceTimed her and she didn't want to answer because she's like, oh, he's bothering me or something. And I told you, I know you don't want to FaceTime me. Like, I'm busy. I'm watching a movie or something.
I was watching a movie.
And I was like, just pause
AKA,
it.
they were probably getting it on.
Like,
Yeah.
pause it.
he was. I'm just kidding.
Oh, man.
Melina.
I'm just kidding. Sorry, but
I'm just saying because they were literally born a month apart, so that's probably.
They were. Yeah.
we were like, I hung up and I'm like, let's get it.
Fucking Melina.
she's motivated.
I'm just kidding. Sorry, continue. You're
She
beautiful.
Melina said, it's on.
On and popping.
On and popping. That's a new girl reference.
Were you 29, Melina?
no,
She
I was 28.
She was like, Martina already opened the faucet. It's on.
No, so yeah,
The pendulum.
he's like, hey, I got something to tell you. And she's like, what? I'm like, and I just put the pregnancy. No, dude. Like, she's like, her whole mood changed. She was not happy she answered.
She was annoyed that you
Yeah.
were on the phone.
She was not happy.
Yeah, well, Martin.
It's because
That's exactly what it was. Like,
It's because, like, when I'm watching a movie, I don't like to get on my phone or answer phone calls or anything, you know? Like, I'm in the middle of watching a movie or a show or whatever.
You guys are
Like,
big movie
you were watching
aficionados,
Cars.
too.
No. I don't remember what we were
Like-
watching. Probably
like-
$1 million listing or something, because we were really into that show for a while.
Well, see, because you guys told because you told Melina when I got pregnant, I said I'm gonna tell Mario, and I was like, I FaceTimed you, and I was like, you want to see what I got Edgar for Christmas?
Yeah.
It was a Lincoln. He's like, sure, but you were laying down. You were you were done with the day.
He was like, what is this girl wants to do FaceTime a lot too?
I'm like-
Mario's like me too.
But he answered. He was like, "What's up?" And then he went like "What's up?" Yeah, sure. I'm gonna send you a picture. He's like, "Okay." Did you see it yet?
I'm like, what trouble is she now?
Yeah. What did she do to her car?
God damn it! She fucked my car
And
up
I was
again.
like, fuck.
He was like, "Hold on, it's loading." Are you serious? His voice went really high. Are you serious?
Yeah, I remember
He
that.
said, "What?" And then your eyes got on water.
I was like, can I? Cause I was trying not to be loud.
Did you cry?
His eyes got watery, yeah.
I can't remember if I did or not.
But then,
I think it's
Yeah.
on video though.
but then you were at mom's house, and I was like, "You need to keep it down, dude." And you're like, "Fuck."
Oh yeah, you were.
Because
Yeah.
Doña Nelly was over too, and you're like, "Oh my god, who knows?" And I'm like, "No one. You can't tell anyone."
Yeah, I felt like forever because I found out the very beginning of November with this baby, and then stuff happened in the middle, and then I couldn't get an ultrasound until the beginning of December. It felt like forever.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't want to tell anybody until I can get the ultrasound. And then I told Lino I couldn't help it. I told Lino on his birthday. And that was really sweet.
Yeah,
actually.
it was nice.
But he was in. Like in my head, I'm like, okay, I haven't had a baby. I'm not pregnant, so I'm just going to enjoy the rest of the year and party. No, not party, but, enjoy the holidays and all this stuff. And then maybe think about having a baby next year. And then, no, I got pregnant, so. I know, I was like.
Joke's on you.
Yeah.
Oh, man. So we're all very excited. Family's growing. And, it's just
5 kids.
5 kids gonna be running around this Christmas. Well, no, not running around. 2 of them are not, but it's just insane how fast in so little time. We got
3 boys and 2 girls.
3 boys and 2 girls. Boys are taking over.
No.
Boys are taking over. So this is great. That's a little family update from Melina.
We're gonna make them fight. How much?
Yeah.
It's like that video. Remember I sent you guys? I'm like, this is gonna be my baby, Melissa's baby, and my baby.
Oh, when he slapped the other kid.
Yeah, they're like 2 cousins slapping each other, fighting.
So
Melissa's like, oh no.
I said no, and
I'm like, they're boys.
There's
It's
a-
rough.
there's a
We're gonna buy
comedian.
boxing gloves and all that shit.
there's a comedian that he's one of my top 5. He's
What's his
name's
name?
Kevin Camia. Very underground. Not a lot of people know him.
Underground.
It is.
Now he's about to blow up because you said his name.
All these comedians are underground. Too,
No,
because I
they're.
don't even-
If you see his stuff, it's on Apple. Both CDs, both stand up that he has. It's hilarious. But he's talking about 2 kids. I think it's his 2 nephews or something. He's like, we'll make them fight, and I dress them up. One as a vampire, the other one as a werewolf. Because when it came out, it was like the Twilight thing. He's like, and I watch him fight, and I'm like, drag him into the light. Just drag him into the light. So it's so funny. But yeah, we're gonna have the 2 kids fight.
That's how I think about
Lenito's probably knowing that.
Linito and the baby, because when we had our Easter, we celebrated Easter brunch this past Saturday to get together with our family's kids. And my cousin Carolina, she has 2 boys that are, I think they're only like a year and a half apart, huh?
Around there, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they're
Shout out to Caro.
2 years exactly. Anyways, they were chasing each other because one kid took the stickers of the other kid, and she's like, and then like me and Caro were talking, we're trying to talk about like when I went to Bisbee and stuff, like having a conversation. These kids are running right in front of us, and then one is crying, they took my stickers, and then she's like, yeah, this is what you're gonna expect. This is what's coming for you. She's like, make sure you buy enough stickers. And then I just started laughing.
Budget for stickers.
Yeah, it was
Budget
so
for
funny.
stickers.
She's like, yeah, just make sure you buy enough stickers so they're not fighting for him. Freaking. And then like she went around, she's like, give him back his stickers or something like. It was so cute, and I looked at Lino, and Lino's like, damn. Oh my god, it's just so funny and cute to me to see them like
Just seeing kids get their own personality, and
Yeah.
now it's
They're all
just,
different.
Oh my god.
That's where our kids
they're all
are right now.
different.
They're having their own personalities, their own little tantrums, and their own little
Wait till
attitudes.
does Lenito tell you no?
mood swings. Yeah, he tells me no.
But no, like he means it. Like he knows. Like no.
yeah.
But he will tell you,
I'm like-
no, Papa, no.
I'm like, give me my phone back. No. And then he'll go and try to go under the couch
And
with
run
my
away.
phone. Yeah, so
he'll
go
go,
under the couch.
No.
Or no, I'm trying to leave mom's and she wants to stay with mom.
Oh yeah, Lito does it too.
So it's not there yet. She'll say bye bye, like she's fine, but it's coming.
Yeah,
It's
just,
coming.
It's just funny though because I mean I don't know for you guys, maybe it's just my personality and Lino's personality, but it cracks us up. I know it shouldn't crack us up because this is so bad. Like if we keep if we keep encouraging it, it's gonna bite us in the ass. But it's just so funny, a little kid trying to tell us what to do.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's like you really, I don't know.
What was funny, like the different personalities. Like when Caro got there, y entró Marito.
Oh,
I don't know if you guys
dude.
saw it. He was
That
all
shit was
quiet
hilarious.
and shy. He was like,
Hi, yeah, say it, yeah, he was so
and we're
cute.
like, yeah, he was all cute walking in.
And then the second kid,
and then Santi comes in with a toy rifle, fucking like
Pointing at us.
guns blazing, like
yeah. And it's
like literally like 10 seconds after, and I was like,
was
holy
like,
shit.
hello. We're like, hi. And then something goes with this guy.
Yeah, guns blazing, like
What's going on?
Yeah, I was like, man, that's fucking
It's
nuts.
so-
That's
so
crazy.
different.
It's crazy.
Yeah, they're all different.
It's so amazing. Like you can tell right away, like how different they are.
And I want the video that Blanca took of Abril because Abril's dancing to El Ratón Vaquero, really cute, Martin. And Linito's in the back, he keeps popping up every few seconds with the gun going.
He did. I seen it.
And I'm like, look at my niece and my nephew right now. My niece is performing and my nephew's
He's
shooting at us.
He's being security.
I was like,
That's what I said. I'm like, he's on a what is it called? Watch blog.
It's crazy how
and
those two.
And I told Melina, I was like, he's enjoying the gun, but I don't know how I feel about.
I don't know how I feel about that
enjoying
either.
it.
No.
It was cute, but at the same time, I'm so like not comfortable with guns. So I'm like, I don't know if I want him to like guns like that.
But
Like,
that's every boy.
Well, Edgar said he told Lino, would you be okay if I got him like a Nerf gun or a gun, because he's enjoying it. And Lino was like, I don't think he understands the concept yet, so probably not. And that Linito was pointing and going, "Doo, doo, 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 doo."
Yeah.
And that Edgar was like, bro, I think he knows what
It's
he's
just
it is.
it's natural
I think he
instinct.
knows
Like
what it is.
it's
I
just
think,
a boy thing.
I blame Tombstone. When we went to Tombstone, we saw the gun show.
Oh,
And
yeah.
we went like, no, so now because
Well, Mike, I don't know if you've seen it, but my daughter, when una canción del Ratón Vaquero,
yeah, they have
she'll be
guns
like,
too.
pow, pow.
Yeah,
And
And
then
then-
she goes,
Yeah.
She'll blow it. Yeah, I mean it's
I don't think they don't understand the harm or the dangers.
Yeah.
The dangerous choice. They're little, but they understand like the
It's a-
boom,
it's a
boom,
toy.
whatever.
It's a
Yeah,
toy.
and I will
whatever
say
that-
Javiercito's son, how he showed up to the Soez Bautizo, and he had the fake gun, the little
Security.
He had the
He wants to be a cop.
He's
Yeah.
a cop.
Yeah.
That I
That's
thought was
good.
the cutest
Yeah.
thing,
Yeah,
and
that
Edgar
is
was like,
scary.
"Dude, I mean, I was pregnant already then." He's like, "Our son one day, what if he like saw that? That was cute." But I think because I only saw that, and I didn't, and like on Saturday I saw like the toes, and I was like, "Oh, that's different."
Were you really upset if we got him something like that?
No, I wouldn't be upset. It's a
we're
toy.
gonna get him guns. It's just part of being
He
a
had-
boy and growing up, and it's like
It's
even
the-
girls like guns.
It's the one that we used to buy when we were at the
They want like grenades,
ice cream
and,
truck.
stuff like that.
Yeah,
one that
the
just pop-
little with the little poppers.
Yeah.
Now, BB gun, that's a different story, and I would not be okay with that.
They're-
I didn't even know BB sold guns.
No,
BB
I
guns.
mean,
No.
like, you know what I'm talking
No,
about.
you're talking about the little ones that have the little red thing that you put in. They just pop.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
yeah,
stick.
the-
Like
The fun one,
Do
just
they,
the
like,
prop ones.
Don't they stick to walls?
Some
and
of
stuff?
them
No,
No, those
Oh.
are the dart ones.
Oh my bad. Okay.
It's like the little revolver, and then you put a little round thing. It has 6 little cartridges.
Like imagine
you put it in there, and then just
Imagine
it sounds like a
they
gunshot.
get so good at it, and at one point you get to take them paintballing, what is it called?
Paintball
Hunting.
No, that
or
hurts.
whatever.
So.
I know, but I think there's some for like kids now, like a kid player area.
Maybe
I don't
laser
know.
tag would be more what I would be okay with.
No, yeah, I'm like, I think I like people more.
Edgar already warned me, like, I'm not gonna raise my baby like I raised Chente, like being in such a crybaby and
Yeah, he was a
Soft.
crybaby.
mama's boy and stuff like
Soft,
that. He's
yeah.
like,
I was curious about that. How are you gonna try to baby him?
yeah. Edgar
Because-
was like, he's like, I'm gonna tell you right now, Melissa, he's not gonna be a baby like Chente was. Like Chente, he's like, we loved him, but he was a mama's boy and he was a crybaby, and like my son's not gonna be like that.
You think-
I'm like, he was fine.
No, he wasn't.
I was like,
He was very, like,
Loving,
yeah.
lovable.
yeah.
You think he was tougher than Jackson?
He was grumpier than Jackson, that's for sure.
He was moody.
Yeah, he was moody. He did. I raised him. Yeah, I'm moody too. But
It's funny how so it's just like you.
that girl, she's starting to get her little tantrums.
The sass.
The sass, the razzle dazzle,
Yeah.
But again, it comes with like her little personality. It's only gonna get,
I'll just grow.
Yeah. Man,
So cute.
yeah. So
Yesterday,
that's what
we were putting Abril to bed, and then she didn't want me. She's like, "Papa, dormi," and she would like close my eyes, and I would get up, dormi, and then she would go to her with her mom.
She's like, you need to go to bed,
It's
Dad.
like, "You dead? You need to."
I'm trying to fuck some shit up.
I've
done.
had enough of you, Dad. Go to sleep.
Yeah, you're done.
Can I tell you guys this funny story really quick too? There was a while back. It was around like October, Halloweenish. So there was a lot of scary movies out, like on Prime, Hulu, whatever. And Lino really wanted to watch scary movies like every day, but I'm too chicken to watch actual scary movies. But anyways, we put one like an alien. And Linito woke up from his nap in the middle of watching it, and we were like, "Oh shit, he's not gonna like it." And he paid attention. He was watching it, but then there was like those really scary moments that I thought something was gonna pop, and like I didn't want him to react to it, so I would cover his face, right? Like, no, mires. So then now, like fast forward, like he randomly does that to me and him, and he'll cover our faces, and like. 2 weeks ago, I was by myself with Linito and I put a movie on. And it was a love movie, so there was like a sex scene coming on. Like nothing like sexual really like was showing. But they was like, romantic and all this stuff. And Ninito comes to my face. He's like, no, mama, no. He covers my face and there's like boobs showing. And I'm like, oh my God.
You're already pregnant, Mom. You don't need no more. No more, Mom.
It was the funniest thing.
I see what you do.
I'm like, if anything, I'm supposed to be covering his face right now, And it was just hilarious.
I honestly thought you were going to say something like, we were watching Paw Patrol and they're rescuing somebody. He's like, no, Mom, I don't know if he's going to make it.
No, I was watching a movie. And then, he comes up to me in my face.
I got to dress one of them up like Chucky.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I have the costume and then...
Abril has the hair for it.
I that's what I've been saying.
I know, but we already have... Melina knows our costume for this year.
Yeah, we'll see.
Which is really off the wall, but...
No. We got a lot of good stuff planned this year for the family, for the kids. Man, always such a good Street Wasanga episode with the siblings. But my nose is getting really nasal.
Yeah, you sound pretty bad.
Yeah, you sound too.
I
think we're all going to walk out congested.
Way better not.
I can't breathe
I've
anymore.
been congested because I want to blame the pregnancy, but I don't know. Could be allergies, could be my house.
It is March. Baseball's around the corner, so.
Yep.
Jake
Lamb is playing with the Pirates.
He's going to get cut.
He's going to get cut. He
My
sucks.
baby Lamb.
He's going to get cut.
I stopped paying attention to Lamb too. I'm
He
sorry.
could still get it if you want.
Can't hit lefties.
Whatever. I know my dad always says that. He's like, no puede batear con los zurdos. You don't shit on him too much, but I know if he was ever in your guys' presence, you guys would
Fuck
be
him.
like, you would not have that attitude.
No.
My sister says you can. And you'll be like, who?
After 2 kids. Oh my God.
Thanks.
Same.
Sorry, I wasn't even... I'm sorry.
Tita's face went like, really?
I mean...
Hey, you know what I'm thinking? Like, it could be a possibility or not possibility, but next time we record, what if you have a baby already?
I might have a baby next time.
You know what?
Next month,
Imagine.
April. My due date is the 22nd, but I will not be mad if this baby wants to come up before because we're
So it's crunch time now, almost.
You're,
huh?
you're struggling.
I'm 34 weeks today.
When is it going to be like, okay, it could be any
The baby
week now?
has to wait till the 22nd.
30 after 34 weeks, right? I can have the baby.
37.
37.
37. So 30 more weeks.
The safest is 37.
37.
Yeah.
But, I mean, there's been times where people have 35, 36.
Mario came in at, what, 28?
I don't know.
That's a miracle.
7 months, yeah.
You guys don't understand how much of a big
Guys,
deal
Melina, want me to use the new age lingo?
Mm-hmm.
I just had a perfect opportunity.
What was it?
So say what you said right now about Melissa,
What did I say?
about Jake Lamb.
Oh, like wanting her after 2 kids?
Facts.
Oh my God.
You're just waiting to use that.
That's a good one, right?
you just thought about it a little too late.
No, I thought about it, but you guys started
No,
talking
he
about
actually raised his hand like a little boy.
Yeah,
right
like,
now.
oh, I got it.
He did raise his hand.
Not like eat my shorts, Melina.
Oh my God, I remember I used that so wrong.
Yeah.
That was embarrassing.
Oh God. Well, you guys, this has been nice. I really can't talk much. So
Yeah.
if you listen through this whole thing, it's an hour and 45 minutes. It's quite a long Wasanga. Thank you so much. Do not forget to rate, subscribe, and review. Stop, Martin. And as always, share. Again, I will link Yeska's landscaping information since we mentioned it, so it can be included in the description of the episode for anyone that's interested. And I do have big news big news coming up. I do have big news coming up for the remainder of the month, so stay tuned for next week's episode and the last episode of the month of March. You guys are not going to want to miss. If it's in the morning for you, have a good rest of your morning. If it's afternoon, have a good rest of your afternoon. And if it's nighttime, I hope you guys have a good night. Anything else that you guys want to say?
Bye.
Bye.
All right, bye, people.
Bye, guys.